Fortunately, it was wrapped in cloth.
Otherwise, cut off the blood and mark the mark, and then exposed to the scorching sun. Once it becomes inflamed and pus discharges, it is over. The water of the Fachan River should be boiled and drunk. Otherwise, worms will grow.
Why do these weird words keep popping into my head?
Shen Lao, he once said. This is called possessed and shattered. You must not let others know that the stones are too thin.
At most, there are still 2 hours before it gets dark.
If you can't pick good fruit again today, at Hui Hangtang, the 580 wen of medicine, money would have to be accrued with interest. In a few days, it will roll into several thousand wen. I still won't go up. So you can only sign a contract of servitude.
Escorting myself back to the village hall.
Even so, I will go as a mere consumer. A life can't compare to that thumb-sized grass at the door. I would never sell myself 1,000 times, as if my soul were in vow. Even if there is miasma and ghosts crashing into the wall, I have to fight for a way out too!
Old Shen said,
in spring, they gather buds and leaves. In summer, flowers and fruits are gathered. Autumn flowers and roots. In winter, the bark of the trees is harvested. It was the height of summer. Souls cast aside. Many ferns grow in the shade. I look more under the big tree. That is right.
The leaf splits into 7 parts.
The flowers bloom in one layer. Its leaves resemble those of the peony. Its roots resemble green bamboo. The tangerines are red like coral. Truly, like a single flower on 7 leaves. And it was a ripe fruit. But did not go. Iron tools must be sealed. This avoids contaminating the medicinal properties.
One tree.
2 trees. 3 trees. 5 whole plants were intact. Good medicine is enough to repay Hui Changtang's debt. Unfortunately, only 1 plant matures.
But the other aspects were lacking.
Otherwise, you could finish the water. Basin lamb, not greedy.
Not greedy.
Thank you, Mountain God, for your extra mercy. The feeling of fullness is extremely strong.
As long as you don't sign a servitude contract.
There was always something to look forward to in these days.
Master Shen.
This is something I really have.
Take a look. Last year's dendrobium is just too early. Not yet done. The thorny branches have also withered. 1 strip, 32.
Master!
Shanhai, take another look at this dendrobium.
Blind bastard. When did Master Shen's sharp eyes ever slip by? Everyone concludes that your dendrobium isn't worth its money.
What are you rambling about here? If you don't want to sell, then get lost.
1. Master Shen's 32 wen.
I have a small half basket here, about 40 articles.
Do you want coins or silver pieces?
It must be a copper coin. Common people buy rice and charcoal. Where would he need silver?
Liu Zi went into the mountains again.
Greetings, Master Shen. Take a look, sir. How much is this worth?
Impressive. Lucy,
Today, among the herbalists at Longji Ridge,
you should be the foremost.
also deception. The flowers bloom in one layer.
Tying together this wild goose stands like a mountain.
Oh, a 7-leaf flower. Not considered a rare item. But this plant is nearly 100 years old. Even more remarkable is the extremely strong medicinal properties. Undamaged flowers and leaves. Unbroken roots and stems fresh. Take them off and learn more. 7 or 8 years at Jinshan, yet still not as good as a half-grown child.
Master Shen, this is a master producing outstanding students. The 6 sons often listen to your teachings. With your guidance, progress is not just nonsense.
When will I ever take in disciples? The 6 sons were clever and resourceful. You come every day. My stall sells goods. I haven't learned much either.
It is my empty words. Someone like Master Shen, who deserves to be punished. How could he just take on disciples so casually?
As the old saying goes, good medicine must reach 100. If you continue to eat for another 7 years, that is enough for you to buy a house in the county. Now, how about 500 wen per plant?
Tea-horse Dao. Who doesn't know Master Shen? You are the fairest. Thank you, Master Shen, for your care. I want the same version. I have one request for you, Master Shen. I want to invite a refined person to pay respects at Hui Changtang for me, reflecting on the chill of the wind I endured earlier. Foolish Hui Changtang and Master Li have several doses of medicinal decoction.
All right. I'll handle it for you.
Fortunately, Master Shen is kind-hearted, willing to lend a hand. It saves a lot of trouble, having lost the debt to Hui Xuntang. The important matter on his mind was settled.
Better to be a beggar. Do not be a slave.
I have always remembered this sentence.
Grandpa.
The Lu family would rather die than be slaves.
I was only 12 years old.
Carrying over 20 million in cash.
It is just a piece of fatty meat. Publicly seeking Master Shen. Money is spent on the spot. Cutting off others' longings.
Using Master Shen's case to intimidate the petty officials, and can also earn Master Shen a reputation for being considerate of loneliness.
Only then
Can you eat your meals peacefully? Grandpa always praised me for learning to read early. Just memorize things once, and you are done. But before he passed away, he always sighed and said, "If only I had the backbone." The Lu family's goods can be passed down. The grass in the jar is almost exhausted. Firewood, salt, and rice. And those straw sandals on my feet, almost worn out. Even if you make money today, you still have to be careful with the flowers.
Grandpa, I am fine.
Master Shen was also deeply moved. No matter how strong your body is, I can't stand enduring it every day, brewing only a few medicinal herbs. This stuff is enough to take medicine but drains quickly. It must be processed and dried overnight. Tomorrow morning, I can take it to the pharmacy to get a good discount. Sigh. People really have to accept aging during the day. That child is so clever. The small ones are impressive. The mind is sharp and alert. He is a promising talent. Liuze really is pretty good. Master Shen, today you helped him evaluate the Hongtang accounts. If you ask me, why don't you just take him as your disciple? Fine. My skills cannot be passed on to ordinary people. Without roots. If you can't master my skills, and even less able to take this strange path.
Last night I had that strange dream again.
The verdant forest stretches like a sea. There is also a glowing small seal. It reads the dangers of mountains and seas. The sage calms his mind. Last night's dream was clearer than before. So, what exactly is Fang Shaoyin? Pain. It hurts too much.
Wanting to be split open by a red-hot blade.
The body and spirit are firm and nurtured with loose strength. The breath of nature settles at the door.
Qi and blood flow smoothly.
Mountains and seas stretch across the myriad lands.
Mountains and seas can both harvest vital energy. The primordial energy is the essence of heaven and earth, hidden within the water veins at the roots of the living mountains. Yesterday, I picked a single branch of 7-leaf flowers. So he obtained a wisp of vital energy. Entering the mountains to gather herbs can bring vitality. All the fatigue from yesterday is gone. His strength has also increased.
Maybe this is what Grandpa called a strange encounter.
At most, it can hold a bowl of salt, only enough to buy firewood for 2 days. Unable to last more than 3 days. Entering the mountains also requires insect-repellent potions. The antidote pill. Even this old bamboo basket needs to be replaced. If it breaks down on the mountain, it can be fatal. Only then does the head of the household realize that firewood, rice, oil, and salt are expensive. If it weren't for the 7-leaf branch flower I dug up yesterday. After repaying the debt of Hui Shengtang, the remaining copper coins were simply not enough to fill these holes. The sound of that sound sounds familiar.
Also, a pitiful person. No way.
For years, he would go into the mountains to gather medicinal herbs. How could something go wrong? His son owed a debt to Hu Shentang, owing a contract of servitude. I am a herb-gathering slave. I heard that this morning. He slipped and fell to the bottom of the valley and died.
Not even a corpse was recovered.
I earnestly ask all the neighbors and neighbors, 帮帮老身, help me carry my son's remains back. We can't let him become a beast's meal.
Aunt Zhang.
It is not that we don't want to help. Going up the mountain was a near-death experience.
And to return with a heavy corpse, full of tragedy. I really want to, but can't do it.
I earnestly ask all of you.
Pity my son. Pity me.
Poor thing. Poor wife. My never willing to wife. What is wrong? And Sheng once helped me and requested a doctor. But with my body. Jinshan defended the capital against Nan. There was absolutely no chance the subject would return.
Stop shipping it.
My name is Huang Zheng, the poet from Banqiao Township, Longji Ridge. I can bring your son's corpse back for you.
Brave warriors. Thank you.
The brave warrior advanced into the mountain, carrying corpses with great difficulty. I am not a charity hall either. You kowtow a few times. I'll risk it to recite poems for you. There is no such good thing in the world. 10 taels of silver. If you can afford 10 taels, I'll help you make the trip.
Although 10 taels of silver are a lot, it is possible to present a stellar poem for the valley at the foot of the mountain. If you don't have that ability, he had to risk his life in it.
This warrior. Take a good trip. The old woman's family is poor, even if it means emptying their savings.
Could only scrape together these 7 taels of silver. This deal is not worth it.
Madam,
it is not that my heart is stubborn. Going up the mountain and descending valleys means tying your head to your waist. Even 10 taels from you is already pitying me. If it goes any lower, nothing will be accomplished.
My son.
可怜的儿啊.
Uncle Huang! These 3 taels of silver left. If I come out, it will be the 6 sons.
What is he going to do?
Can 3 taels of silver buy over 1,000 jin of rice? He was a child without parents.
where did the money come from?
You are still young. At a young age, I learned to be a true hero, bearing the iron shoulder of righteousness. Can you really come up with 3 taels of snowflake silver?
I am the herbalist of Longji Ridge. Every word is like a spit, a nail. Don't underestimate Uncle Huang. He had 6 sons.
You're kind-hearted, Aunt. In any case, Auntie can't take your 3 silver coins either.
If it weren't for the eldest lady seeking a doctor for my illness earlier, and you take such careful care of me, how could I have the life I have today? Great kindness will be repaid. I am definitely paying for this. Uncle Huang, I'll pay you this 1,000 yuan deposit first. The rest will naturally be made up.
Cheng, Chong, your sentence is like a spit, a ding. I am going this time, but the 7 taels of silver you have over there must not be a bit less.
Many thanks to the brave warriors. Many thanks to the 6 sons.
You really are kind. Hid, but I heard about the herb gathering class at Longji Ridge. Each should be the first to be poisoned. It is rare to see someone as fiery as you.
Uncle Huang, since you have agreed to recite the poem, may I go into the mountains with you?
You want to come into the mountains with me?
Why?
First, I am more familiar with Longji Ridge. This trip might be of some help. Second, they enter the valley below the mountain. You always have to venture into some dangerous places. If you come across herbs, that can be exchanged for money. I can also gather enough silver for you sooner. As for the third, just in time to try the little seal that floats and sinks in my heart.
What other mystical qualities could there be?
If you want to enter the mountains with me, you should prepare more. If you can't keep up in the mountains, or if injured, I won't interfere with you.
This is natural.
All right.
The two of us entered the mountain pass at the 5th minute.
Grandpa once said, wealth flows like water. Talent comes from emergence, and progress is achieved. 3 taels of silver from snowflakes.
How much water basin lamb can you exchange?
He had 6 sons.
You come buy medicine and go into the mountains.
It is not that we don't want to help Aunt Zhang.
I really don't have the ability. What are you planning to buy here?
Brother Wang, come on, set up your stall. Uncle, how much is this 100-step bird sold?
This time, you went into the mountains differently. The ghost tokens were a bit risky. The 100-step imitation is basically useless. Only the good medicine sold at Hui Kantang had some effect. I have a family heirloom of dogskin plaster here. Do you want it?
哇哥，是
A patch of ointment. Only 50 wen per piece. When you go to the mountains, be extremely careful. Do not show off.
Only 50 wen. Thank you. My second brother.
I'll remember my second brother's kindness.
He had 6 sons.
It is not easy for you either.
I don't have much ability.
I can't help much. This perilous journey.
Leave early. Return early.
Uncle Huang.
You really are quite different from those herbalists from Longji Ridge. After waiting another half-quarter of an hour, you have to wait until the sun is at its peak before entering the valley below.
All right.
Listening to the uncle's vitality is truly amazing.
After walking dozens of miles along mountain paths, he didn't feel tired at all.
This kid actually managed to keep up. He barely breathed.
The place where Aunt Zhang's son fell is called the Ghost Nest Line.
He is the most perilous and perilous.
Even in broad daylight, there is often a dense miasma spreading thickly. Only when the sun is at its peak can it dissipate for a moment. At other times, going was a dead end.
Uncle Wang, you are really something.
The herbalists at Longji Ridge would immediately reject the miasma and their faces change color. Yet, you can break through ghosts and enemies nearby.
You are the first to praise me as a capable kid. Count as a sweet talker. The profession of reciting poets is also a way to rely on the mountains to make a living. Living off water. I lean against the mountain. So what I learned was the method of memorizing poetry. One must have excellent leg strength, as if walking on level ground, crossing mountains, and crossing lines. The powerful even know how to boil floating water, wards off evil and drives away poisons. The sun has come. I need to prepare to cast a gao. Go find Aunt Zhang's son!
Stay close to me. Do not delay. Missing the appointed time.
You won't be able to get out of it.
Uncle Huang, I know. According to Lao Kai Yao Kang,
The young man in the ghost head seal distributed many medicinal herbs, especially the grass from Huayin. Burn it to ashes and place it inside the peace talisman, which can calm the spirit.
if I can get a few plants.
A few trees can be sold for 100 taels of silver.
This is a big deal. It hurts so much. The forehead feels very hot.
It was exactly the same as in the dream last night.
This? What is this?
Could this be what Grandpa called innate talent? Extraordinary endowment.
You don't want to be weak.
This heavenly eye can't stay open all the time. His body simply couldn't hold up.
Your little one has poor walking ability. If you can't keep up with me, I must act before the sun's yang energy weakens. And carried out the old lady's son.
Once you've drawn enough, you won't wait.
If you finish collecting the herbs.
He waited for me at the White Mountain, blocking stone in front of the millstone.
Uncle Huang, be careful in everything.
This is the secret antidote powder passed down by our Beishi people. You take it and go into the mountains to gather herbs. It always comes in handy.
You child.
At such a young age, begging for food while working as a clerk. We're all unfortunate people.
The vital energy inside his body began to wander again.
His stamina had recovered by 80%.
We cannot delay any longer.
I need to quickly find medicine.
There is something over there. Truly a matter of endowment.
Truly a matter of innate roots.
If any herbalist were like me,
How could it be impossible to find good medicine?
at this rate,
It won't be long before I can hang the copper bell. Become a true mountain wolf.
what is that?
The blue light, 100 times more intense than white light.
Could it be a peerless treasure? Just one glance, if there's even the slightest danger.
I immediately turned and ran. Yet the green hills remain.
No need to worry about firewood-burning monsters.
This is definitely a wild mountain spirit that has become a climate monster. Long Jiling's deadly poisonous miasma.
And was trampled to death by man. Birds die for food. These two terrifying spirits fought desperately. What exactly is it for? Could it be that blue light?
Genius.
These two monsters fought desperately over the legendary genius. The great demon takes human form and must have the red thread root, seeking treasure medicine nurtured for 100 years, inside the beast's body. But all of this was nowhere near the 9-layered black lotus that was naturally nurtured. This is a supreme genius who can rise to the top in a single leap. This black-faced face. He is a genius herbalist, seeking a genius he might never meet in his lifetime. If you step on him, no more worries in this life.
Purchased a large residence.
Eating water basin lamb every day?
My little arms and legs are even worse than the martial artists of Anning County.
If you go, you are sending yourself to your death, no matter how talented you are.
You still have to be alive to catch it. The king's son.
Wonger.
Why are you still here?
Uncle Huang, I am here. Uncle Huang, do you want me to lend you a hand?
You can't help me with this.
If you really want to help,
You go ahead and clear the way for me. You have to remember. Wait. No matter who calls your name. Do not look back. Whenever I look back, I might lose my soul. That would be trouble.
I know my grandfather taught me to walk alone deep in the mountains and forests before he passed away. Or walking at night, hearing someone call for you, and never turn back directly. 3 fires in a person's body. 1 handful on each shoulder. 1 more blow from above, turning back to agree, with a single movement of the shoulder. His own fire transformation had gone out.
Your grandfather is quite knowledgeable. 3 fires in a person's body. After a severe illness that could not be lifted. Destroyed twice. Lost and dejected. Destroyed 3 enemies and died suddenly. If your grandfather goes over, wouldn't he be a mountain boss?
Number.
Our family is a veteran from Longji Ridge who moved from out of town.
The only one with real power is Master Shen. The master who asked me to memorize the teacher said.
Master Shen took the Kaiman route.
Returning to Master Huang with the Chenyang strange technique.
What is the art of 1,000 rams?
Here we go again.
Uncle Huang was calling out to me, but did not reply. Soul call!
if it really is Uncle Huang.
He should have responded to what I just said first. Besides, Uncle Huang has never called me Lucy.
Fake.
It must be a fake Lucy.
The body of the sixth son is so heavy.
I can't carry it anymore.
Lend me a hand.
The sixth son, Yamakata.
Come back and help me out!
Girl!
Why don't you turn back?
Watch me refuse to look back.
He would never look back even in death.
Why are you leaving so quickly, kid? You don't realize that. Once this person dies,
Losing oneself, and then losing one's hair. Sinks. It should be like raw tire. I almost couldn't keep up.
hurry up and give me water. What is wrong?
You happen to encounter a soul, summoning, and are so cautious.
I really heard someone call my name.
You think you are smart? Kid! Many people encounter soul, calling for the first time. Most likely, they couldn't help but turn back and put out the fire themselves. Going to the mountains with you. Kid, things were going smoothly. I will go report to sister, enlarge on myself, the remaining payment of your 2 taels of silver.
If the situation is tight.
It doesn't matter if you wait a while.
Debts are repaid and money is repaid accordingly. Heaven is the order of heaven and earth's righteousness. Uncle Huang, rest assured.
Never neglecting accounts.
He had 6 sons. What kind of mountain goods did he sell today?
There are 30 stalks of locust shade grass.
Like locust shade grass, growing in the place where the ghost sorrow sword is? Even the 6th son dares to go!
The Song Dynasty's teachings. You came by chance today. Let's go check the quality.
Such a powerful aura. This is definitely not an infidelity. Could it be that he is the martial artist from Anning County?
The 6 sons have grown skillfully. Even a ghost can get through smoking. Rabbit, just as someone was seeking to buy grass from Huayin. If you have enough age, consider it solving a problem for me.
This is Song Biao, the renowned burn gatekeeper from Anning County. Song Jiaotu could hardly be called a Jiaotu instructor. I am but a sickly seedling. Without Master Shen helping me find medicine, I probably couldn't even get out of bed.
Everything is here, Master Shen.
Not bad. Not bad. The age is abundant. All over 20 years. Instructor Song, you know, the shadowy grass harbors a heavy omen. Difficult to mature. It is not easy to grow to this age.
I'll take all of these. How about 5 taels of silver? I am not even fair here.
Where is the ghost drawing sword? Which herbalist wouldn't avoid it? This Huayin grass is rarely sold in the market. Usually, I would help you collect them. Even in 10 days or half a month, it is hard to find 30 spots.
Master Shen, if you have something to say, just say it directly. I, Song, have always been honest in my work. I will never let this young man suffer a loss.
The 9 layers of burning house. It is the finest nourishing product. It can kill the 9-fold layers within the body, nourishing flesh and blood. How about giving a gourd to Lucy? From now on, whenever he comes and goes in and out of the ghost heaven, it will surely spread Huayin grass for you.
So Master Shen has his eyes on me, my 9 layers of 9. Alright, just take it well. However, this 9-fold 9-layer nourishing power is strong. This guy is still young, estimating that he was a child. If you haven't practiced martial arts, you might not be able to handle it.
9-fold layers. 9 layers. My master prepared the secret medicine from the refined qi. This is the opportunity my grandfather spoke of. Even if the body is not tolerated.
I have to win too!
Young man, you have no roots. After drinking, the qi and blood become dry and hot.
But instead, harms the body.
You've thought it through. If you want this gourd of wine, the silver was halved and he took over.
Let me see you.
He cherishes talent. This young man has a good temperament.
He is a worthy and capable Song believer, loyal and righteous. Why not bring him in through the gate? Learn some martial arts to keep on your body.
This sickly guy, haven't even graduated from the academy.
How could he take on disciples?
If you have the desire to practice martial arts, why not come and burn yourself? And report my name. I wish to be a man with a bowl, but being an apprentice only costs some silver.
Many thanks to Teacher Song for your guidance.
A trivial matter.
Master Shen waited.
These 6 sons were loyal and righteous. What a pity. Without roots. In the end, they won't get far. The 6 sons deduct 9 layers of 9. This is the remaining 2.5 taels of silver. This is it. This kid went into the mountains once. Could it be that there was some extraordinary encounter? Or is it that he practices within the divine realm? Now, after a journey through the mountains, was fully awakened. Liu Zhe,
You give your orders.
don't go into the mountains tomorrow. Come over here.
Uncle Huang!
This is the 2 taels of silver for you.
Didn't I say you didn't rush to pay back this silver? If you have a place where you need it, take it for emergency use first. It wouldn't matter if you paid me back later.
Debts are repaid, and money is repaid accordingly. Heaven is the order of heaven and earth's righteousness.
I have already settled the debt at Tang. There was still some surplus in hand.
Uncle, please accept it quickly.
We've been tired all day. He didn't even have time to eat a full meal. It would be better for me to be the host. Let's have a good meal.
Then thank you very much, Uncle Huang.
Uncle Huang, do you know much about those martial artists?
Why are you already thinking about practicing martial arts? Became a martial artist. If you want to become a martial artist, it is not that simple. Before I answer your question, I actually want to ask you, you think this martial artist has reached his limit?
How strong can it be?
The strongest words. Urging the mountains and cutting down the moon. Cutting off the waters across the river.
Traveling through the air.
One man is an enemy of the state.
Actually, I overheard this by chance from an old martial artist. Today, speaking of martial artists, just in time to tell you, the old martial artist said, a land without people, boundless and boundless.
He himself has no place to dwell.
The way is boundless!
The spirit has no dwelling. The way is boundless. Such grand ambition. This is the ambition of a martial artist.
Martial masters cultivate their conduct, guarding the 3 observations. It is the power officer.
Qi, Shen and Guan.
Among these, the Liguan is divided into entering the country,
Nourishing the blood. Inner strength.
intense exertion, and exertion, controlling the force. One can open monuments to hunt and prey, to live and die like tigers and leopards. Those who possess the Mahayana, even impervious to blades and spears. Even 5 horses could not divide their forces. Organs are divided into respiratory,
Internal organs.
The true essence is internally refined. A breath is released from the void, like a flying sword that moves 100 paces, taking from the head of a person with an illness. After the great achievement, the 5 viscera and 6 bowels are as hard as iron. He swallowed pills, chewed and crushed gold and iron.
After death, the body does not decay.
Like gods and demons.
As for the divine officials, divided into yin-yang-yang,
Dharma form. The heavenly position.
the strength of the divine officials, I too do not know the depth of what lies within. At that level, he should no longer be ordinary people like us. Can be imagined. Under the entire heaven, 99% of people never truly embark on the path of martial artists. Take our Anning County, for example. The population above 10,000 households. Nor could they find a martial artist who had truly penetrated their organs. 哈日尼若是修成了Mythic, the level of the inner state.
In short,
The 300-mile T horse pipeline in Anning County is up to you.
300 lie of tea. Horse pipeline.
I call the shots!
But all of this is still too far off. Eat your meal one bite at a time. Have you heard of the 4 great Guan and 8 masters of the T-horse road?
right.
I've heard of the name, but I don't know its full story.
The second child.
A few plates of fresh delicacies are served. And once more, we talk about the humble southern roasted spring.
All right, sir.
Lowly Shaocheng has a single jar.
Uncle Huang.
This cheap southern Shaocheng jar.
It required at least 2 taels of silver. Ordinary people can't afford to drink, so they don't need it, right?
In life, if you can't really enjoy it,
Would that not be a waste? Come, have a drink?
let me explain in detail about these 8 great masters. Compared to the 4 great halls, these 8 great masters truly mastered the tea horse way. Their presence is present in every trade: clothing, food, housing, transportation, and every profession. Among them, Luoshen, Yanglin, and these 4 families are the most important.
How important is the Dharma?
The Luo and Shen families made their living by water. The Yang and Lin families rely on their backing. We mountain dwellers want to have a meal behind the scenes for all their work. If you aim for higher places in the future, naturally, dealing with them is inevitable. With just one sentence, they could decide the fate of thousands of people on the Tea Horse Road.
This is my comment on my journey into the mountains today.
His spirit clear, and his spirit refreshed.
What kind of sweat smells so bad?
All the calluses have faded. My strength has increased a lot.
It was like a complete transformation.
Lucy has a good appetite now.
By the end of the count, he is about halfway through the ages and is about to eat his father to death.
Why does this outfit feel a bit tight today? Could it be that I've grown taller again?
My appetite has increased, and even changed clothes. The money pouch is about to run out again. I had to hurry to see Master Shen.
Why is there no one here?
Master Shen was the most capable leader at Longji Ridge. Are you really scheming against me? A little herb? Gathering wolf?
What 6 sons? Come in.
Met Master Shen for a seat.
He had 6 sons. Do you know your own innate roots?
How did he figure out the innate roots?
Could it be because of the heavenly eye awakened yesterday in the mountains?
Master Shen, what is innate bone?
He had 6 sons. Do you know where I come from?
I only heard people say Shen Yanning was the most capable captain of Longji Ridge. Once, he ventured alone into the Tea Horse Road, where a nobleman stepped on Tai Sui.
Everyone admires you with utmost respect.
You do know how to hear rumors. None of that matters. Me, today, I want to talk to you about something else. The Tea Horse Road had 4 major families overseeing 8 families. Among them, Shen, Luo, Yang, Lin, and these 4 families single-handedly cover Anning County. Your daily food, clothing, shelter, and transportation all bear their marks. And it was the Shen family.
The Shen family, questioned among the 8 great families.
Then why would he have to endure the hardships of a herbalist?
Mao Shu is like risking your life.
Fate distinguishes nobility and baseness.
If a nobleman has a thought, the herbalists would die dozens of times. He left behind the brocade and jade stones, risking his life at Longji Ridge.
I am not the eldest branch. This is the grand residence of the 2nd branch. Life inside is tough. My mother is an outsider and was not allowed to enter the main hall. Cannot be served at the table. The master is the emperor. The matriarch is the principal wife and the child.
From a young age, you have to learn to compete for favor and act innocent.
My mother taught me to win the favor of the lady of the house, but I've been able to see clearly since I was little.
No matter how low you try to keep things small, if someone looks down on you, then they just don't think of you. Burying your head in the mud is useless.
Therefore, Wu Fei broke through the gates and left his home, stepping barefoot into the mud. Then he regained his appearance. That is all there is to it. If it were an ordinary person, if you want to reach the point where you are now, throughout his entire life, it is not difficult. In the first half of my life, I broke into the Shen family's door, struggling to survive. In the latter half of life, He was fortunate enough to enter the path of the Keeman, learn the skills, to settle down and survive. How could he make such a name for himself at Longji Ridge? These are the methods. These are the methods they rely on.
Uncle Huang from Keeman's poetry recitation method. And the rumored Master Shen's Qianyang magic. Could it be that Master Shen brought us up? It is because I have the backbone. Want to give me some advice?
He had 6 sons. Do you want to learn from me?
Learning skills.
Master Shen's abilities. Who in the entire Tea-Horse Road doesn't know this? If one can study a few steps further, matching the letter of Xiaoyi in my mind, this 1,000-mile stretch of Longji Ridge, would that not be allowing me to roam freely? And so on. There are no free lunches from the sky. I am but a poor herbalist who gathers herbs. What does he want from me? Become a servant. Master Shen doesn't need to paint the small seal. He had no idea that Liu Zi was willing to follow Master Shen in serving tea and honoring him.
He favored 6 sons.
No wonder Lu Ge is so young, already taking on a sense of righteousness.
Truly refreshing!
Master Shen, don't try to flatter the kid. How could he deserve such a title?
Don't you know yet? Ever since you first helped Aunt Zhang and contributed 3 taels of silver, after the poet of the Stelo collected his son's remains, this matter had already spread throughout Anning County. Nowadays, everyone outside calls you your pay kindness. Among the loyal brother Lu.
Aunt Zhang has shown me kindness. My life was saved by Aunt Zhang. Later, I only did a small thing. It really wasn't much.
It is rare that you still have such thoughts. Get up. Don't kneel. With my abilities, taking the Qimeng route, it is not something that ordinary people can learn. It must be a person with solid roots. As for all artists, his temperament was mostly eccentric. I originally planned to bring all this skill into the coffin, leaving not a single trace behind. But when it comes to the end, then he ran into Liu Zi, a promising talent. He possessed ancient roots, was clever and resourceful, and also possesses a kind heart. Inside the gates of the Grand Mansion, I see many petty and dog-like schemes. Liu Zi is truly rare. Since you are willing to learn, I am willing to teach. But before I teach you, do you know what Keeman is? You don't know, kid.
Rumors about what you spit out. He didn't dare show off in front of Master Shen.
It is not surprising not to know. The path of Keeman, few people learn it, and even fewer know about it. In short, it is just 2 words. Fortune is up to you. If you want to learn the techniques of Keeman, must have a solid foundation. Yet, the roots are ancient and hard to find after birth. It is destined by fate. You can only rely on fate.
I clearly had no foundation before. How could this bone suddenly appear out of thin air now? Could it be the effect of that Shanhai seal? This mountain and sea seal is anything but simple. Once my strength improves, one day, he will surely give me an even bigger surprise.
The Keeman are divided into upper and lower sections. My master is an extraordinary man, but not a remarkable person of the upper 3 lineages. So I only learned the skills of the lower 3 meridians. But 仅仅下3脉的本事 of the lower 3 meridians. That is enough. I've settled down on the Tea-Horse Road.
Only by controlling the lower 3 meridians. You can command the wind and rain at Longji Ridge. But if one day I have mastered the abilities of the upper 3 meridians, to what extent can it be achieved?
As for the 3 lower meridians, I have practiced and practiced. It can be divided into 3 types. Arm treasure, Qianyang, symbolizing spirit. Once you master any technique, is enough for you to come and go freely within Longji Ridge, no longer shackled by the slightest hindrance.
Uncle Huang, the sheep leader, once said, Master Shen relied on his mastery of leading sheep with his own skill.
stretching across the Longji Ridge, sitting firmly in the leading chair. I actually had the chance to learn such a magical technique.
The 6 sons do not need to rush first. Let me explain slowly. Longji is a feng shui treasure land, lofty mountains and steep ridges, stretching for 1,000 li. It has nurtured countless rare treasures. In our jargon, we call it a melon. Sizes are classified according to rarity and preciousness. Within the Jiazi year, it is a small melon. Over 100 years old is a large melon. One must ensure that Chanyang listens to the mysteries. To put it simply, it is a contest of the best way to pick melons.
Zegua said it was because I learned this strange art.
Isn't that 9-layer black lotus also the great light I can pick?
As for Xiangling, this lineage is even stranger. A few words can't explain it clearly. When I have time in the future, I'll show you a new perspective, gain broad insight. Don't aim too high either. Eat the rice 1 bite at a time. Steps must be taken 1 step at a time.
Kid, remember, he never sought merit or advanced recklessly.
For the next few days, you won't need to go into the mountains. Every day at 1 o'clock at noon. Come, I'll learn the art of nurturing spirit.
This is the master's spiritual cultivation technique. For the past 3 days, I went to Master Shen's place every day to cultivate.
It was as if a whole new world had opened up.
This assembly skill also needs to be practiced more diligently.
There must not be the slightest slack.
Liu Zai, 来啦.
Such a rich fragrance of grass and trees.
But the lid is so clear. The potency of this medicinal liquid was much stronger than a few days ago.
This jar contains ginseng from 30 years old. The results are even better than before. You try it.
30-year old ginseng. It is said to have been gathered in the mountains. How much silver can be exchanged?
How many bowls of water basin lamb have you eaten?
Master Shen, the kindness of nurturing you is truly immense. Thank you, Master, for the medicine.
For the next 3 days, they are not allowed to be picked. Eat and drink freely. I sent someone to deliver it. Remember, there must be no light within 3 days.
Master, rest assured. The 6 sons absolutely refuse to pick cloth or favor black. Nothing can be seen. I can't even feel the passage of time.
It feels like a fire is burning in my heart.
He was prone to irritability.
Do the stillness of the pines naturally rise and fall in the west?
This method is said to be pleasing to the eye. In reality, it nurtures the mind. Blindfolded for 3 days, if there is even the slightest restlessness in the heart, all previous efforts will be wasted. This kid not only kept his temper up, his willpower was actually hundreds of times stronger than those young masters in grand mansions. Truly a good path of cultivation. Miao Zi. Master doesn't need so many formalities in front of me. Now 3 days have passed. Take off the blindfolded cloth bag.
After being tied up for 3 days,
finally, he was relieved.
I have a few copper coins in my hand.
Sour plum.
On the left is Lao Qian.
On the right side is the new coin.
The one in the middle had a crack.
Good. Good.
Is this what Night Eye looks like?
Very fierce in the deep mountains and forests.
When night falls, it is like being blind with eyes open. The herbalists couldn't even walk on the road with these eyes. Even if I venture alone in the middle of the night, through dense forests.
He could also clearly see the wild beasts and treasures around him.
This was truly the supreme miracle of a herbalist.
Not bad, not bad. Not as many people as expensive as the internet fee. His eyes shone like stars. Night matters. 6 suns. You have succeeded.
Thank you, Master Shen, for protecting yourself.
Without Master Shen's body, there was no way the 6 sons could have such fortune.
No need to be so polite, Shanhai. The paths of the Keeman are countless. If you can succeed, that is because you have the ability. It is not that I taught you well, blindfolded for 3 days without seeing light. It sounds easy. Out of 100, it is hard to find someone who can truly do it. Liu Zi, how many days are you planning? Next, entering the mountains. I want to see what you are capable of. Can you find some good goods that satisfy this old man?
Master, rest assured.
Liu Zi will never let you down.
Master, rest assured. Liu Zi will never let you down. Master Shen transmits my night eye. This is a tremendous kindness. And even more a test, I must step on the quality that satisfies the elderly man. Only then can you truly take over. A pack of 9. Layer black spirits cannot be removed. He could only seek treasure in remote, untouched places.
Delicious. On Liuzi West Street, Butcher Zhang had just bought a yellow ox that had fallen to death. Very fresh. Laozi earned 10 taels of silver carrying corpses. Today, I must spend to the fullest. If you keep money and die, you can't carry it into the soil. Wouldn't that be making a wedding dress for someone for nothing?
Uncle Huang, you often walk in the mountains. Do you know what has been so rare at Longji Ridge lately? Hangwu Maoshan?
All right. On the other side of Hungry Tiger Creek is a 3-legged toad. This thing is extremely toxic. Many veteran hunters stumbled there.
回春堂证书高价收呢 High price. A single foot binding is worth 80 taels of snowflake silver. But if you want to catch this thing, Keed, we really need to think it over. I guess you are not just trying to make money for yourself. It must be that Master Shen assigned some kind of task. If you want to take this thing and look at it for a long time, but although this 3-legged Zen is good, catch a total of trouble. You've only been with Master Shen for a few days. If you are not completely confident, why not switch to something else? Don't risk your life in this!
Uncle Huang's guess was spot on. But precisely because it is hard to grasp.
Only then can I show my skills.
Now that I have a night banquet, compared to others, he had a better chance of winning. But just a pair of night banquets isn't enough. If you really want to win the 3-legged Zen, there must be even stronger protective techniques. Uncle Huang, we agreed to team up together. We'll split the meal half and half.
You think? We agreed that Lao Zi would treat us.
What money are you paying?
Uncle Huang has helped me a lot. I absolutely cannot accept others' favors without reason. Even close brothers should settle accounts clearly. You must accept it beforehand.
Proceed.
With your temper, Keed. To my taste!
Back then, when Grandpa had just passed away, I just wanted to earn a living. I've even eaten the sour steamed buns that the dog snatched away. On these days, I never even dared to imagine it before. Gifted and well crafted. You have to climb up step by step. First, learn martial arts and the skills of the elderly, and then the three-legged Zen Chan elder's face. Tomorrow morning, I'll go to the Burning Body Pavilion.
Lu Chen, a herbalist from Longji Ridge, came to learn the craft.
Young brothers,
Learning the Burning Body Hall is no easier than gathering herbs, exposed to wind and sun, striking, and standing posts. 40 taels of silver for 3 months.
And that is not even counting the medicine I take. It is just those things I don't fear from bitterness.
Senior brother Li.
Why do you go back on your word? When has any county not dreamed of learning martial arts? A soaring Kaizhao person.
Young man.
Did you bring enough silver? The Burning Hall is not a charity hall.
I am acquainted with Professor Song Biao. He asked me to come find him.
Song Biao.
That was the true disciple of the Burning Body Hall, who had formerly apprenticed under a master. This herb, gathering boy with a sour smell.
And actually managed to befriend the Song Dynasty followers. It turns out to be the path of Song sect followers.
Why didn't you say so earlier?
Little brother, come in with me.
Senior brother Lai.
I took this young man to meet the Song believers. He should be training in the backyard with his senior brother.
It was tough. Junior brother Wang made the trip.
Is this martial arts?
Very fierce.
If I could have the same physique as they possess the strength to obey Vajra.
Where in Longji Ridge could those perilous and deadly places be impossible to visit?
You all came here to apprentice. Maybe they'll be senior brothers in the future.
Let's get to know him first.
Greetings! 3 senior brothers. Where did you get the dragon spine order to gather herbs?
A stinky herb gatherer wants to practice martial arts.
Do you really think martial arts training is that simple?
Your family can save up this much silver from gathering herbs. So I might as well use it to improve my life. Bringing money to teach you martial arts. It would be a waste of money. Anyway, I can't really train anything.
Did I get bullied?
At times like this, you absolutely can't be soft.
Once softened. From now on, I'll never get back up in this burning house.
Brother Huang, you have been burdened. Wang Chang.
You are fine. Why did you run into the backyard?
Here's the thing, Brother Huang. I brought a young buddy. He wanted to come to our burning hall to apprentice.
If they want to apprentice, let them go through the process themselves.
This young man must be extraordinary. He said he knew Song Guanju.
Song Guanjiao.
You all wait here for now.
Young brothers, come with me.
All right.
His reputation was great.
It is really useful.
Such a strong medicinal smell.
Some of these decoctions are used to resolve blood stasis. It takes some strength.
2 taels of silver per bowl.
A bowl could be bought for 2 taels of silver.
How How many bowls of water basin lamb would that take? No wonder everyone wants to open a restaurant and be the gatekeeper.
Instructor Song has brought them over.
Young brothers,
I've been waiting for you for days. I heard you learned skills from Master Shen. I thought you wouldn't come.
The Song cultist actually greeted an immortal with a smile.
I am just afraid that I don't have enough money on me. That is why he hesitated to visit Song Church.
If you truly want to learn skills, as for the tea offered as a tribute, I can make the decision to skip it. I am just afraid you won't be able to endure hardship.
Aren't you afraid of Song the butcher making a fool of her? What I fear least is hardship.
It is rare that you understand these things at such a young age. Many people paid silver to come here, having inherited the legacy, yet still complaining about hard work. If you can endure this hardship, then come with me and practice one. Practicing martial arts, cultivating the 3 contemplations, and 9 realms. If you want to enter Delhi Pass, you must first practice the moves. Among our 4 great martial arts schools, although each school has its own school, but what truly matters is just one. By continuously practicing techniques, controlling one's own vital energy and blood, only by refining chi and blood into strength.
Only then can you truly start at the door!
Don't underestimate the level of blood nourishing in the countryside. Every level of advancement will transform the body.
Such great strength. Like cotton that doesn't hold on tightly if it hits a person.
Even a big bug can be hammered to death.
Brother Lu,
You took great risks for me.
gathering locust shade grass.
I owe you a favor. No entry, silver required. But without rules and rules, nothing can be formed. We have our own rules. If you fail to learn within 3 months, there was no chance to be accepted as a disciple. If you fail to learn within 3 months, there was no chance to be accepted as a disciple. No one is exempt.
I understand the rules.
The matter of practicing martial arts. All by myself.
Many thanks to the Song scholars for sparing me from entering the gate. Next time, you two go into the mountains. I will definitely pick more Huayin grass to bring back to honor the instructor.
Good young man! If it were someone else, he must think I am making things difficult for this little herb gatherer. He was actually a perceptive and repaying kindness. Exempt him from more than 10 taels of silver. Form a good relationship. At least I can obtain a little more grass from Huayin. No matter how you calculate it, it is not a loss. Since you have entered the gate, so do not delay. The basic skills for a body burn house boil down to 3 things. The snake step is a technique of movement, activating chi and blood. The demon technique palm is a deadly move used in duels. The law is extremely harsh and severe. After mastering it, 7 or 8 burly men couldn't get close. As for this 3rd item, which is the tiger, subduing stake, able to stretch tendons and pull out bones, exercises all the muscles throughout the body. You never practiced martial arts before. Today, I'll teach you how to stake down the tiger. I'll help you stretch your muscles. The staking method must be summed up in 4 words. Root and bottom. A combination of movement and stillness. Only fighting is a dead end. A climate that won't become even 10 years of standing.
One must move together.
Regarded as a live stake.
Watch closely. The minister lowers his elbow and twists his body.
Shun means to boast.
Every movement tugs at every muscle in her body.
This is the essence of a martial artist.
What I just said, do you remember?
Got it.
This young man hasn't even attended private school. Never has wisdom been enlightened. Learning things is inevitably very slow. This tiger, subduing pose, has 8 poses. If he could remember 2 today, that alone is already quite good.
If you get the general idea.
I am not very smart. I had already been trying hard to memorize it just now. You can only remember the first 7 points.
Remember the 7! How is this possible?
Kids from a no-money mountain village can memorize 7 postures just by watching once. Words spoken without proof. Then try calling it once, and I'll see.
He even memorized some of the 8th position.
But right now, I lack the strength. There is simply no way to finish fighting. Master Shen really has a sharp eye. No wonder Long Jialing is the most skilled fighter.
This young brother lose talent.
To put it simply, 1 in 100 is absolutely exceptional. A true martial arts prodigy.
That is enough.
Take a break for a while.
Hui strength and strength.
Shoulders sink and elbows drop. Strength arises from the earth, and cannot rely on brute force to resist. You have to let your qi and blood flow through your muscles and bones.
It turned out his vital energy was blocked by the force of death.
Suddenly, a drum, like surge, erupted in his abdomen.
You have good insight! There is no need to rush to practice. Previously, your qi and blood were depleted.
The body is weak and unstable.
You simply can't hold out for long. The most important thing now is still to fill your stomach. Now, let's talk about those of us who practice martial arts. If you want to train quickly, if you train hard, you absolutely can't be careless when eating. Only by eating these powerful tonic foods, only then can you fully unleash the qi and blood within you. Only then can you grow your qi and blood faster and enjoy delicious food, like this chicken soup, which is very beneficial for you right now. In the future, when your qi and blood truly improve, you also need medicinal cuisine as a supplement.
Communication.
But the price of this medicinal meal really isn't cheap.
Such strong medicinal power.
Her stomach felt warm and cozy, an unprecedented sense of fulfillment. Chicken broth with just a little extra seasoning. This produces such an immediate effect. If it were a medicinal meal made from a real formula in a martial arts school, how strong must that be? If medicinal cuisine is provided to assist them,
My martial arts training speed will definitely become even faster.
but this money needs to be earned. Many thanks to senior brother.
If you want to establish yourself here,
Money and talent are both indispensable.
Wang Cheng was so cautious and polite. It is simply because senior brother Huang's family is well off, those who can afford expensive medicinal cuisine.
The advance was extremely swift. He is very likely to become a true martial artist in the future.
Brother Huang! Recently, I have been practicing martial arts, still doubting in his heart. Senior brother, could you help me clarify a few questions?
If you have any questions, just say them. From then on, senior brother spoke openly about everything.
Previously, the believers mentioned, we cultivate martial arts,
Temper the body.
all for the sake of increasing qi and blood.
So what exactly is this qi and blood?
This kid has only been here for 10 days, and had already refined the tiger, subduing steak to a purely refined level. He even vaguely sensed the qi and blood within his body. At this level of cultivation speed, simply harmful.
At the end of the day, we martial artists are nothing but flesh and blood. How could flesh and blood possibly compare to steel blades and copper staffs? But why can a powerful samurai open the crack as soon as they strike? Or even break a blade with bare hands?
It is because of qi and blood. The body's muscles and bones are strong, breathing long and deep.
Gradually, you can cultivate a sense of energy.
Where does this energy come from? Coming from the blood.
As the saying goes, qi is born from blood. So your blood moon foot is strong.
The qi and moon are strong.
Finally, by honing his techniques, standing and practicing martial arts,
Gradually, he managed to control this energy.
It was as if they were twisted into one rope. At this point, your fists and feet are heavily valued by others. Even if you are as thin as a sword and sword.
one push, one channeling energy. Even a burly man weighing several hundred jin could easily take him down.
This is called qi and blood.
Who can control the vital energy?
And thus, one may enter the territory.
Become a true martial artist!
Controlling the vital energy in blood.
Grandpa Chengwu once said, "Do not seek lofty ambitions. Now, I have cultivated that warm current."
Faintly showing signs of vital energy. Condensing and condensing. As long as I persevere.
Step by step. Walk down hard. One day,
I can handle him too.
Junior brother, Lu, arrived so early.
Senior brother Wang and senior brother Li were early.
Song Jiao too. Last night, I went home to practice. Looks like something's wrong.
Something went wrong.
Earlier, she only felt a warm current inside her body. Last night, those warm currents grew stronger and stronger. In the end, it was as if a palm had pinched them tightly together. Am I really that right? 已经拿捏了这些 vital energy.
What do you mean by exerting force?
The tendons also grew by an inch. No wonder he had so much energy.
There is an old saying in the 5 elements. The gold is 1 inch long
and struck with 10 strokes. When he threw this punch, an ordinary adult strong man definitely couldn't withstand it.
After 3 years, he entered the court to advance. Measured by compass and square.
Entering the capital after half a year. Already considered exceptional.
You've only been training for less than half a month. Brother Lu is truly impressive.
Born with talent, he really entered the country.
If you keep training at this pace, entering the Dragon Intelligence Channel, I will surely gather the true treasure.
When the time comes, the water basin lamb.
Buy a whole sheep to eat. No one dared to say anything wrong.
What a pity. What a pity.
Song Jiao too. Did something go wrong here?
You haven't made any mistakes. I was the one who made a mistake. Alas, my eyesight isn't as sharp as Master Shen's. Missing out on a promising seedling for nothing. Such a peerless genius. If I can recommend him to the master of the academy and take him as a true disciple. Future achievements are limitless. But he had already been accepted by Master Shen as the burning divine tablet. They must never speak up to snatch people again.
Your tiger subduing stance is almost mastered. Next, I'll teach you the snake walk. The snake step is planted within the character for Yu-Yo. It is not a brutal charge with brute force. It was like a spirit snake crossing the grass.
Walking swiftly along the ground. His figure was twisted and unstable.
The twists and turns leave no trace.
Take a closer look.
The waist and hips serve as the axle. Knees and breasts are as smooth as a reed pipe.
You come.
The center of gravity is pressed down. Imagine yourself as a carrying pole.
Sinking at both ends. Sinking downward.
Slightly bending the knee. His back arched like a bow. Gathering strength. Now we are laying piles along the lines on the ground.
Water must not be spilled. No touching allowed. Remember.
Twisting the flower with every step. Turning the center of gravity and leveraging strength.
The 6 sons practiced for a whole day. Stay behind.
I'll have someone cook a pot of chicken soup made with cordyceps to help you recover.
Many thanks to the Song believers for their kindness. But without merit, one does not accept rewards. I, a humble youth, dare not accept your favor without cause. Today, the sky is already late.
The kid went back first.
The shale had already been formed. When the qi and blood are exhausted, he also learned body movements, like the snake stride.
It is time to test the waters.
Tonight, let's head into the mountains to check out some spots. At night, I entered the mountains. For others, it was a near-death experience. To me, it was actually quite pleasant. Controlling the vital energy in blood. The cool mountain breeze can no longer penetrate me.
There's something over there. Not enough age.
He had only been born for 10 years. Before the heat was ready,
Write down the location.
saving it for another time to come back to pick more. The value is even higher. This Shanhai Seal official aura skill.
It was almost like inspecting your own fields.
This place is truly strange. Such a rich blue glow. There is definitely a disaster far beyond the ordinary, but it was always accompanied by extremely powerful beasts.
The three-legged toad.
Uncle Huang said.
A spirit monster, whose bound feet are worth 80 taels of snowflake silver.
Grandpa Toon Tuesday Yue Hua once said,
Only the wild spirits and wild creatures that have become the climate. Only then do I understand how to swallow and exhale the moonlight.
This three-legged Zen is about to become a spirit.
Childlike heart talisman beast, taming wood spirit master Shen once said,
The most powerful even raise birds and beasts.
with this heart of heart talisman, I can subdue fierce birds and beasts. Let them serve me. Stay calm. Only by staying grounded can you go far. This three-legged Zen is terrifyingly powerful. It is definitely not something I can forcibly subdue now. We must find a foolproof plan. Such a fast speed can't catch up. Half of his strength had already been depleted. Trying to keep chasing is futile. The Song Dynasty followers once said,
And fought in battle formations with others.
the weak overcame the strong.
We must strike where they are unprepared.
For these nearly spirit, forming wild monsters, if you don't achieve a decisive blow, under no circumstances can we seize the credit.
Decades of Baishugan are truly good things.
Uncle!
I have so much goods from Jiaoshan.
White root is amazing. This is a valuable item. Good products with sufficient age. Digging up this and bringing it back is no easy feat. Liu Zi, you are really something.
Uncle, you flatter me.
You are just lucky. Master Shen is not in the shop today.
Master Shen left early in the morning.
Just you wait.
I'll give you the money. All replaced with copper coins. There are 8 major ceremonies in total. So what are the dots?
More than half an hour has passed. There wasn't even a single glow of white light.
Sure enough, the kind of simple market you see in storybooks and novels. Stories are all made up to fool people.
Half a gene of red bearded roots is offered.
An expert.
These are all good things.
I'll give you 200 coins.
2 tails of red blood vine.
This thing is very potent. 100 kin! Per liang!
So expensive.
Saying it wasn't just that they had just sold boiled roots.
And received a large sum of money.
I don't even dare to look at these blood and energy medicines. Practicing martial arts is truly a bottomless pit that burns money.
Give me 4 taels of living blood grass. Blood. Activating herb.
I'll give you 100 coins.
Even better.
快起来，正好500元。
Rolling, rolling in.
You old dog was already doomed! Altogether, only a few gin of meat were produced.
Eating people to the core.
The Lai family's decades. Old reputation was ruined.
I do not accept it.
Just exchange a few dozen wen for it. Right now, luck is on my side. With hundreds of thousands in capital, you can definitely turn things around. Whether you accept it or not, you can take it.
This white light was 10 times more intense than a century-old medicine.
Dog treasure eats. Old Go definitely has the legendary dog treasure hidden in his belly.
Boss, do you have dog meat for sale here?
The young man came at just the right time. Today, there really is no dog meat, but the pig and sheep still had a beef leg that was taken off yesterday.
I have them all here.
If you want to eat wild game, wait for the next stone and you'll find something fresh.
Today, when I am craving it. But I wasn't interested in any of the other meats.
Dog meat boils 3 times. Even immortals find it hard to endure. Kid, I just like this taste. What a pity, young man.
The young man wanted dog meat.
I have ready. Made ones at home.
Look out for it. 就那条 one strip.
你唬谁呢? Who are you fooling?
The skinny dog was biting down until its teeth were almost falling out. My body is covered in skin and bones. If you stew it, it'll be like a pot of firewood. No matter what you can eat, you won't be able to chew the meat.
Sigh.
The young man waited a moment.
You can't say it like that. Old dogs have their own old dog flavor.
The way of the tendons.
The more you chew, the more fragrant it becomes. And it is cheap. Look, it is at least alive after raising it for so many years.
50 when?
Look at his body of food.
Paying 50 yen to buy and stew soup at home is still a waste of firewood. Even 10 yen is the best.
Oh, wow.
My little brother! 300,000 is way too little! Look! He can at least put up a few jin of meat.
In this way.
400,000 yuan can't be any less!
Forget it. Forget it. It is just an old dog that makes me sick. Just by looking at it.
Keep it for yourself.
356,666.
Sell for 350,000.
Just 350,000.
We should be willing to spend 350,000 on this little puppy.
This skinny dog looks like he is starving to death.
It is a celestial order. I took it home and stewed it together.
At least, it could have more bones to make soup.
Brother, straightforward.
2 dogs for 35 yen are all yours. I'll sign for you. Sign for you.
Sure enough, it was right. Dog treasure really is dog treasure.
Medicine and medicine are considered one of the 3 treasures. The priceless treasure known as dog gold. Its nature is cold and cool. Cure all poisons. It is the main trigger for the life-saving elixir. A rare and unique creation among 10,000.
I actually got it for just 35 yen.
This fate plays tricks on us. Yet the exhaustion of his life became a vital moment for me to climb the martial path.
You've had a hard time.
In the next life, I want to live in a good family. Do not suffer again.
Drink some salt water.
Relieves dryness and heat in the internal organs. Walking is more comfortable. I am not in a hurry to go. Right? You quietly finish this last journey.
Yet there are those who know kindness.
Unfortunately, my bloodline is ordinary. If one's spirit is insufficient, and the unity talisman is not needed, fine. Let it take care of it for now.
The orange top cellar is actually a top-tier dog treasure.
This area, this amount.
At least I can repay 80 taels of snowflake silver.
The recent financial difficulties, the hole in buying medicinal herbs was finally solved.
Brother Lu went to see Master Shen again.
He hadn't returned yet. If you are really in a hurry, I'll go find someone to inform Master Shen.
Not looking for Master Shen, but still shipping as usual.
Wow. This weight, this quality.
It is the finest dog gold. It is even bigger than the piece Wang Yongwei's family
bought 2 years ago.
Brother Lu.
Your luck is truly incredible. 92 Tales of Snowflake Silver.
The rules set by Master Shen. The old man was honest and honest. Now it is fair enough to be placed anywhere.
Thank you, man, for your courage in your previous life.
With this huge sum of money,
Martial cultivation no longer requires stinginess.
old carriage.
2 bowls of tiger bone and strong blood soup. A bowl of ginseng and dragon soup. Drink it fresh. Unscrupulous snowflake silver.
Junior brother Lu, this herb gatherer really is capable. The unscrupulous snowflakes don't even blink. I suppose your junior brother is about to break through again, right?
Borrowing the auspicious words of senior brother Huang.
Making money is really satisfying. This tonic power was far stronger than before.
These past 2 days, every dose of medicinal soup, although the qi and blood are swollen, but it is too slow. The 3-legged zen of hungry breathing is just 1 step away from becoming a spirit.
Time waits for no one.
My vital energy and blood foundation are well established.
Worth a gamble. Please replace it with this deadly soup.
Such a powerful medicinal effect.
Hold on.
We have to hold on.
Good young man.
Your training speed is astonishing. Ruishi is astonishing. In just a few days, and actually cross that hurdle, entering the territory is complete. And their foundation is so solid and solid. It seems that the deadly soup was not in vain. Your body has managed to withstand it. The medicinal power also transformed into his own foundation.
Indeed. Very good.
Your current foundation of qi and blood. It is enough to support you in cultivating the true snake step.
The snake walk. Didn't I already learn the snake step on the widescreen before?
Isn't that the real snake step pretty good?
The snake step you learned earlier. It is just something that lays the foundation. The true snake walk. It was a set of brilliant steps. Once you master it, it is enough to take your movement speed to a new level.
Having grasped the essence of this footwork, not about pleasure,
but in the ghosts, like snakes in the grass and weeds, they run swiftly along the ground. The twists and turns leave no trace, drifting and uncertain. When this Fudufa is to the deepest point, within 10 paces, it moves with extraordinary speed. No matter how fierce your fists and kicks are, if you can't hit it, it is still a net that is agile and eerie.
This is exactly the survival method I need most right now.
A fierce tiger sucks the 3, like a toad inside.
Its body was as large as a millstone. Its movements are inevitably less swift and agile than those of snakes, if there are such unlawful acts. And perhaps one can establish oneself in an undefeated position. Song turned his back, and the martial arts master had become a force to deal with those things. A wild, hard-skinned mountain spirit. Besides agility and dodging, what is the most important thing?
Treasured swords and sharp swords. Ideally, it should be a divine weapon that can cut through iron like mud. Those things that have become spirits. The tendons, bones, sea, and demons are tough and tough. Far surpassing ordinary fierce beasts. Ordinary swords and knives strike at it. I fear you can't even break through the skin. His fists and kicks were fierce and fierce. When it hits them, it is like a sheep separated from a boot. It is difficult to harm its root. The encirclement was carried by the sharpest blades and swords piercing the entire body. Strive to find their weaknesses. With a single strike, it severs muscles and bones, breaking open the skin and flesh. Only then can one have a chance of victory.
The instructor.
Please teach me the true snake walk.
It is about time.
In the past few days, I've figured out the habit of stepping on the three-legged Zen at night. Time to find a sharp weapon.
And inspect goods at their own convenience. Prices are clearly marked.
Hungry tiger draws in complex terrain. Long weapons are easily controlled.
This kind of close quarters combat. A short knife for agile thrusts, and chopping is the most suitable.
How much does this short knife cost?
Qinggang mixed with 30% cold iron filings. 100 forges are 30 taels of snowflake silver. Not negotiable.
The 30 taels of dog treasure for the 92 taels of medicinal soup and cuisine from the Roast Body restaurant.
Like a bottomless cave.
In just a few days, it had devoured dozens of taels.
Now, this knife is about to take 30 taels for the hunt.
With the sharpest swords and blades,
Its weaknesses.
with a single strike, it severs muscles and bones.
Only then can one have a chance of victory.
Dealing with the three-legged Chan, one must have divine troops in hand. If one is greedy for a few taels of silver. If the weapons are weak and destroyed by them. I lost my life.
Money can be earned even after losing it.
There is only one fate for one.
All right.
He was about to be taken by him.
Use this sharp blade carefully. Don't hurt yourself.
Sigh. 92 taels of snowflake silver.
It came quickly,
Leaving even faster. Now his wallet was empty again. So what if the money is spent?
Everything that needed to be prepared was already prepared.
Tonight, it is time to go back into the mountains. If in the past I had run up the mountain path for 10 lai,
Her legs felt as if they were filled with lead.
now that my vital energy and blood have been completely exhausted, this treacherous mountain path is like walking on flat ground.
I used to bump into those roots that scraped away.
The mountain wolf can only be like a dog, making way and smiling.
Now, in this world, fists must speak the word. I hope I will not suffer humiliation.
You have to earn enough capital to stand firm.
Devouring the moonlight. This beast really is using the full moon as a pretext to cultivate. At this very moment.
Blood body awakening increases!
Never forgetting what he saw at a glance. This is a priceless treasure. An unparalleled treasure. With it, no matter how many martial arts manuals you use in the future, I can remember everything after just one look.
Fond of danger, it was truly a matter of life hanging by a thread.
In the Longji Ridge area,
A herbalist who single-handedly wiped out the three-legged Zen that had become a climate. You could probably count them on your fingers.
Now I finally lived up to Master Shen's expectations.
Grandpa!
Did you see that? I've made a difference.
The outer skin is ground into powder.
It is a top-tier material for formulating deadly poison that can seal the throat with blood, and absolutely cannot be damaged.
Master Shen.
Kid, you haven't embarrassed yourself this time.
The difficulties of past martial arts practice.
The Song believers understood all the key points.
Enlightenment.
Is this enlightenment?
Before, I had to ponder for ages. Now, in an instant, everything suddenly becomes clear.
I guess I've finally come to terms with it now.
Small hill.
It is time to reclaim this reputation.
Have you heard?
The other day, 2 reckless herbalists were hiding like wolves among hungry tigers. Even after sucking up the bones, they still couldn't find everything.
It is not just the previous day.
Over these 2 months,
those who suffered from that disaster probably cost no fewer than 10 lives.
My cousin went to Hungry Tiger Creek.
He never came back.
That calamity has tough skin and thick flesh.
Poison sprays out! Even stones can be pierced!
He was practically a little sage.
Ordinary constables and officers go to their deaths.
Exactly. The government office has been posting rewards for a month now. 50 taels of snowflake silver. No one dared to take it. If you have life, you have to earn money and also have life to spend it.
The female corpse was sent to the herbalist Lu Chen, who was in Anning County. The villagers received the notice and removed Han.
My own mother.
6th brother! Not 6th brother! Truly, the monster from your play!
You got killed!
Oh my! I knew it! Ever since he was little, Brother Lu was never a fool in the pond.
Look! That muscle.
Exuding a spiritual aura.
What did I say? Again!
If you ask me, it was Master Shen who was truly miraculous.
Turning stone into gold. He must have received Master Shen's true teachings.
He pointed out a few unique skills. Only then did he transform completely.
This is the taste of Yang Ming.
Everyone is enthusiastic.
Everyone is friendly. The warmth and cold of this world are truly so hard, because it is clear. Everything is tied to fame and fortune. As long as I keep winning, they have to keep smiling at me.
Noisy and noisy. All about the government office farming.
Prohibit any commotion or disturbance.
Who was just shouting about taking the leaderboard?
Messenger.
It is me!
The rain is directed at Lu Chen. You take over to ward off evil.
Young man.
Do you know what that hungry tiger sucked in?
This.
Brother Lu is courageous, capable, and capable. You wait here for a moment.
I'll go in and report to the squad leader right away.
The weight of this tripod, Zen.
I wonder if that is enough to give Master Shen some face. If the government office can publicly confirm this. That noise must be loud enough.
He was the magistrate of Anning County. The herbalist enters, and I enter the mountains alone. A starving tiger surges forth, becoming a fierce beast of calamity. The 3-legged toad, removing a great harm to the region. Merit, lies in mutual guidance. Hereby reward 100 taels of silver per literary gift. Its achievements benefit the people's hearts.
My heavens.
100 taels.
A full 100 taels of official silver.
But this really is a triple product.
The authorities have already accepted it.
Brother Lu really has made it big.
You've really made a big difference.
This is the young hero of our Anning County.
Deer Song is majestic and mighty. Yang Ming wields the power of Wandali.
100 taels of silver for the palace. How many bowls of steaming pot lamb could this bring? It is enough for me to burn myself and drink countless bowls of deadly soup.
What about the younger generation?
Luger,
Immortal Lord, let me speak with your teeth.
come with me.
The 8 character government office opens facing south. If you have reason but no money, do not come in. The me I once was, even a glance at this gate doesn't qualify for it. Now I hold 100 taels of silver as a reward. He walked in with great solemnity. This is the leap brought by real strength.
Lu was a small man.
This is Master Tang.
Still haven't seen it. Brother Lu, hurry up and pay your respects.
I, a commoner, pay the respects to Master Tang, to Lu Chen.
Exempt from ritual. Exempt from ritual. Heroes emerge from the young. Truly, heroes emerge from the young. That hungry tiger's 3-legged toad, its ferocity raging. The reward poster was posted in Cantonese. No one dares to take it. I never expected to be eliminated by a young man your age.
Remarkable, accordingly.
This 100 taels of silver is what you deserve. The county magistrate learned of this matter. It is also a continuous act of condolence and condolence.
Praise.
Lu Chen, you may add me to great contributions to Anning County.
Master Tang was discerning and helped the villagers rid themselves of harm, safeguarding the peace of the region. This is fundamentally the responsibility of the common people. How could I dare to covet generous rewards? This 100 taels of silver are compared to commoners. It was simply too heavy. I, a humble commoner, bravely beg the advisor to reclaim the reward silver. I only hope to ease the burden for the county magistrate and the advisor, and thus was completely satisfied.
A mere herbalist. Not only did he not show his joy on his face, instead, they were eager to push it away.
Yes, yes.
100 taels of snowflake silver is enough to make many people in Anning County envious and heart-pounding. He was a rootless young man, carrying this pile of silver as he walked out of the yamen. It is no different from a child delivering gold in a bustling marketplace. This is knowing how to spend money to ward off disaster, using reward silver to exchange for government protection. At such a young age, such a delicate and thoughtful thing. Brother Lu, your words are mistaken. Rewarding merits and punishing faults are the laws and regulations of the court. This silver is what you deserve. How could there be a ritual of reclaiming it? Hurry up and accept it.
The common people, fearful, eliminate the harm. If not silver or coins, this silver is precious. The common people bear this with shame, unable to eat or sleep peacefully. I hope that Master Wan, out of compassion for the humble and humble common people, revoke the decree.
It turned out he was actually Master Shen's disciple. That kid really is even sharper.
Brother Lu is noble and righteous, and did not wish to accept such a generous reward. I dare to match your sincere heart, but you have contributed to eliminating the evil. This is an undisputed fact. This 100 taels of silver, since you insist on yielding, I, the advisor, will take the matter for the county magistrate to accept. This must be fulfilling your sense of public goodness, and the government office's rules and regulations were fully implemented.
As for the palace appreciation, Lu Chen obeyed the order.
The grass shines
when you become the herbalist deep in the mountains.
It really wastes your talent.
Today, I will take the county magistrate to grant you this patrol of Tongling.
From this day forward,
以便是我安宁县衙认可的根在 by the Anning County Office.
those who eat from this tomb,
allowing free access to the various mountains under the county's jurisdiction.
7 inspections. Do not boast.
I hope you will uphold your conduct and uprightness.
Continue to serve Xiangzi Anning.
Becoming a gentleman of Jianshan.
With this string of bells, I was no longer a low-level herbalist at the pharmacy's mercy.
This represents the county office's approval.
It was endorsed by the authorities. The 4 characters inspecting footwork. It is a talisman that can intimidate petty scoundrels, even if trouble really arises. Now there is a way to speed things up. This tiny copper bell. Its value far exceeds that 100 taels of silver. The commoner, Lu Chen.
Thank you, Master, for your kindness. I will surely live up to the high expectations of the county magistrate and the advisor.
Master Tan. This young man far surpasses that of ordinary people. It was clearly for Master Shen's sake, going along with the flow.
My meager ability.
It is still far from enough to truly win their approval.
Power!
Only one's own strength is the foundation of one's existence. 50 taels!
How many bowls of water basin lamb would you have to buy? How many bowls of deadly soup would I buy at a body-burning restaurant? Thank you for your hard work, Big Brother. Today, I trouble you to lead the way and open the boat.
The young man has established a reputation for virtue and authority.
Later, while wandering around the county town,
I inevitably have to trouble the elders at the Yamen.
This little gesture.
Quan should treat Big Brother and all the brothers for a cup of tea.
哎呀，陆小哥儿 Brother Liu, you are really being too polite. Too formal.
Don't worry.
I will never take this silver for free.
My name is Friday.
From now on, inside the Anning County office, mention your reputation. Brother Liu. The brothers of the third shift Yamen officers all keep a bit of their reputation. If you need anything, just say the word.
So it was all thanks to Brother Zhongwu's support.
The county magistrate instructed him, together with the herbalist Lu Chenyang from Shixiang, to eliminate the vicious tiger that sucks the fierce beast. The attack was at Xiangzi. He was specially appointed to patrol the mountains. Tongling Zhuo was the Anning County Yejin Mountain Wolves. The county magistrate personally praised him.
Young brother Lu Chen is the hero of Anning County.
Truly a sixth son.
Having made a difference.
He could even meet the county magistrate in person.
Did you hear it? 100 taels of snowflake silver. This kid just came back. There are always times when we slack off.
Sneaking in at midnight, completely unnoticed.
Did fifth brother see those cowardly guys?
Elfish's image of the rascal, Scabby, and the 3 bastards is really something. On a daily basis, the 7 elements dominating the market has done many shady things. Now, he is staring at the silver in my arms.
HMP.
A few embarrassing bugs.
Rest assured, Brother Lu,
Taking others' money to ward off disaster. Later, they'll be made to cry and cry for their parents.
Sir. The master is in a bad mood today.
Why take it out on you bastards? But he did not submit.
Dear neighbors,
I, Lu Chen, am lucky today. Except for the demon beasts, I am grateful to the county magistrate for bestowing this mountain patrol bell. If it weren't for the usual neighborhood attendants, I, a lonely boy, have hardly reached this day.
陆晨作为盖此，谢各位高邻。
50 taels of silver.
In return, he got a sharp Friday scolding.
Repel the wolves.
But this iron tooth cannot be broken. The greed deep in people's hearts is unshakable, and even less can they truly express reverence. External forces may borrow for a moment to test the county office's bronze bells and the iron-toothed knives of the constables. In the end, it is someone else's knife. Only by being strong oneself is the true foundation of one's existence.
Liu Zi has made a name for himself.
It is all thanks to your excellent guidance, Shenyan. The young man merely succeeded by luck. I dare not bow deeply. This Zen robe is specially offered to you.
This kid stands tall and upright. His gaze was clear and insightful, yet it hides sharpness. The tenacity between his brows grew even more restrained. Remain humble and unimpatient, understanding gratitude in matters. I really didn't misjudge you. Indeed. Not bad. Etiquette favors reciprocity. Since you have given me a generous gift, I also prepared a return gift for you. Come with me to return the gift. Song Biao once mentioned it to me. You entered the Burning Body Hall to practice martial arts. This is a good thing. The path I have walked is strange. Most troublesome is the Sanskrit script and its rules. If you have the guts, whatever you want to learn, go ahead and learn. I support it. This bucket contained 10 full doses of fierce and wolfish medicine, paired with 50-year-old astragalus, wild mountain, ginseng. After enduring for a full 3 hours, it is called the bone-breaking marrow-cleansing decoction. The medicine's potency was fierce. It can penetrate straight to the marrow. My shop lacks other things. Only medicinal herbs were never lacking.
This bucket of rare medicinal herbs boiled over intense fire.
The cost starts at least 80 taels of snowflake silver. Master Shen's return gift was too generous.
Between the master and disciples, what matters most is inheritance. Since you have entered my door, the master nurtures his disciples.
Is the natural order and righteousness of earth.
But let me be clear from the start. This medicine is extremely potent. Even a middle-aged man might not be able to endure it. Go in and give it a try. Hold up as much as you can. If one truly cannot endure it, come out immediately. Survival is the priority. No shame.
The sixth son understood.
It was very hot. It was as if countless red, hot knives were being drilled into flesh and blood.
All right, this method of the dragon cultivation scripture requires extremely high willpower and innate bones. If you can summon this image today, this shows just how good the relationship between mind and will is. Since such a blessing exists, then let me train him to have his muscles and bones as strong as a dragon. Train him to stand tall and upright.
The new stalks seemed to have been split up, just like it was reassembled.
This potent medicine was indeed fierce.
Spending money again.
The medicinal cuisine at the Shaoshan restaurant costs money. Now, this outfit is so bright that even the long robe and the shoe patterns can't fit properly. A few days ago, neighbors in Yangming Alley brought eggs and wild game to build connections. Dealing with social favors is also a hassle. Living with the world is ultimately not a long-term solution. And I have saved up 200 taels of snowflake silver. He needed to buy a large blue brick mansion with a yard in the inner city.
He repeatedly presented great achievements.
The hardship of these 3 days of cramps was worth it.
Oh, my brother Lu.
Finally, I waited for you to come back. I am the pretender for the steward of Huichun Hall. The name of the young man Neamaro for a long time. I have come today to pay my respects.
Steward Jia was too polite.
Young Master Lu, a hero in his youth.
Our employer admires it closely.
I specially wish you well. I sincerely invite you to join Hui Chantang.
Forming a 3-courtyard residence. Monthly salary of 60 taels of silver. Every month, 5 doses of protective pills to strengthen the foundation and nurture the body are also provided.
What do you think?
Officer A was a good intention in Lu Chen's heart. Lu Chen Yu Shicheng already had a disciple of a master. He was very good with Master Shen. And for the moment, he had no other thoughts.
Oh, it is nothing. It is fine. Brother Lu was loyal and righteous.
Since that is the case,
I won't insist on it.
I only heard that the young man had attained the 3-legged Zen. I wonder if I can part with that monk robe.
The price is definitely negotiable.
I have already presented that 3-legged Zen robe to thank my master. But Master Shen really can't provide it. Please take your generous gift home with you.
Since the monk robe has already appeared, it was only natural for Master to do so. Brother, think it over again.
The doors of Hui Kantang are always open for you.
BFFT.
Shameless little bastard. Do they really think that slaughtering a beast and hanging a broken bell on a bell makes you superior?
In Anning County, leaving our pharmacy and trading company, your mountain goods, rot in the mountains, and go be fed to mice.
Leaning against a half-buried old coffin, the bag was filled with the river of interrogation. I thought I had climbed a high branch.
Those who do not appreciate what is honorable.
Let's wait and see.
Let's see how long you can be proud.
Let's go.
You've broken through again.
Good young man.
It has only been a few days.
These muscles and bones, this chi and blood.
It was truly a complete transformation. Master Shen truly made a grand gesture. Earlier, he had just entered the great achievement stage. Now, this force had clearly broken through the barrier.
She had reached Yang Shui's level.
If it weren't for those priceless tiger and wolf medicinal jades, it was impossible for it to happen so quickly.
The yellow heavens travel. Come here. Song Jiao Tu.
You have already broken through to the great completion of entry. It is precisely the time to strive to give back to the whole. Now, Lu Chen had reached such a realm. It is just right for you two to lend a hand in public. Let me see how well you control your efforts. Don't think that, just because he is young, he looks down on him. Otherwise, you'll suffer a major setback.
A newly arrived herbalist. Even if you get incredibly lucky, having received Master Shen's later gift, forcing one's realm to a higher level, must also have a shallow foundation, exerting all efforts to loosen the ranks. How could anyone compare to me? Someone who works steadily. Junior brother Lu, please invite. Let's just follow the rules and hand in hand. With all our might.
Brother Huang, sorry to offend you.
I am fat!
How is that possible?
This power was like a copper wall once poured with molten iron.
Head on clash.
Senior Brother Huang was actually forced back.
All right, let's do our best to have another pair of dragons set sail.
It is over.
What a graceful serpent walk. It is best to control the flow of the hand with the heart.
The yellow heavens travel.
You didn't lose undeservedly. Qi and blood are transported, accompanied by the thunderous sounds of tigers and leopards. The muscles and bones exert their strength, exerting all one's strength to refine it as if it were a soul.
This was a sign that he had stepped into the realm of blood nourishment and passed through the second heaven of the trial.
Senior Brother Huang declined.
I managed to break through by luck. I have just offended many people.
Junior Brother Lu was a gifted genius.
I admit defeat wholeheartedly. Senior brother, I was blind.
Lu Chen, come here.
Though your skills are fast, but he still lacks experience and skills against enemies. Today, I'll give you my full power.
Lu Gi,
you are currently in the spotlight.
there is something I need to give you a few tips.
The territory of Longji Ridge is home to many mountain wolves. Each of these guys is a ruthless character who licks blood at the edge of a blade.
He really had some shady tricks in hand. They love to form a group.
He rallied the Tigers Mountain Patrol team.
What are you after?
Why?
The goal is to have a large number of people.
All right, go to Bow that century. Old body deep in the mountains and forests. Rare treasures and exotic beasts. Now you've caused such a commotion in Anning County. His reputation was far from home. Those wolves that smell the stench of blood will surely come knocking. I want to recruit you into the team. Brother Lu, don't be fooled by sweet talk.
Those people are truly pure. Blooded wolves, grinding their teeth.
8 or 9 times out of 10. It is ruthlessness and a falling out. Once it gets stuck and can't shake off, believe them to chew up their bones and scraps for you.
Are there any well-known figures in this mountain patrol team?
First up is Naha Blade Fighter. He had 7 or 8 tough sons who specialized in wielding swift blades. He wielded a ghost head, blade, and had slain countless defiant lives. The second most important figure was Ghost Hand Shui Chao. This man is like a rustic path. He was deeply connected with those ruthless men at Huikontang.
If you don't care about what you do.
Secretly corrupt. A few remain, mostly relatives of the same surname and clan, twisted into a single rope. If these people get into conflict, it actually causes you even greater harm. But you have to be careful.
My brother's advice. I remember it in my heart, entering the mountains to search for treasures, surviving death 9 times over. Every inch of soil stained with treasures are soaked in the blood of those who came before. Now my reputation is known far and wide. Those wolves will surely set their sights on me. The future remains uncertain for now.
But this tiny space.
Now the bones serve as the city. Strength is my greatest confidence.
Stuart Jia wasn't in high spirits tonight.
Who was the blind person who touched your brow?
The employer's New Year's audit was quick.
Almost there.
Lately,
Things have gotten strange. The herb gatherers sent out by the gate have been sent in several waves in succession. He still couldn't get any of the most potent poisons.
This ghostly sun is fiercely poisonous. All the vicious things hide in the gutter.
Originally, I was eyeing the hungry tiger, sucking on that three-legged toad that had become a spirit. The knife is already sharpened. Don't even mention that! Little brat at all! I just got a humiliation from him.
Come back, a clingy bastard. Otherwise,
should I find a time for him to enter the mountain and go up the mountain? Quietly doing it. One must not be completely resolved.
He was the one Shen Chang was photographing. Moreover, the recent spotlight has been too strong. He also registered at the Yamen. Touching him would be asking for trouble. The urgent task was to quickly obtain enough poisonous substances to supply the employer.
Otherwise, the ship beneath our feet will sooner or later be capsized by the bodyguard Jiang to be king!
Don't worry, Steward Jia. I am learning to handle affairs beyond my means. When have you ever been disappointed? I've already inquired about this. Now there are some clues.
Just waiting for the right moment.
Qi and blood are greatly restored, and the amount of food you eat doubles. If you want to keep breaking through, medicinal food and medicinal desires cannot be completely severed. The dozens of taels of silver in his hand looked like a lot. When the true flowers bloom, I fear I won't even last half a month. And still had to enter the mountains to make way.
What a grand display.
Chains of diamond and steel. Iron wire is not used for netting.
This is certainly not about going to gather medicinal herbs. What terrifying creature are they trying to get?
Look at this momentum, Master Dong. This is a confirmed tip-off. You have to go into the mountains and fight the fire.
Damn it. I heard from my cousin, who works at Huishengtang. Leaked information.
This time, Mr. Dong's goal is to make a sweeping wind. That thing is so poisonous. It can corrode bone, melting water.
Now, even if a nest is few and speaks, there must be more than a dozen items.
If you provoke them.
What is the difference from breaking into the Hall of Hell? Wealth and honor are sought in the midst of danger. Kid, what do you know? Huishengtang has hidden flowers outside. Like a wind, passing wind. As long as the snake's skin is intact.
The poisonous teeth are not broken.
60 taels of silver with snowflake patterns are now tied into 60 taels.
Do the math.
A nest of more than 10 fish. How much silver must that be shining with? Enough for you to eat for a lifetime.
Every meal is meat. Every night there is wine.
60 taels of silver for one piece is indeed somewhat.
But these people probably haven't even seen what the mountain looks like.
Those brothers are poisonous creatures. Casually swords and blades are slashed at me. All they could do was provoke them. They were simply courting death.
With my current strength, I can't afford to provoke him. Domba dares to make a big show of the Vajra chains and specially designed secret net.
He must be absolutely confident. The most terrifying thing in the dragonspine spirit has never been poisonous snakes or fierce beasts.
It is the human heart.
The mantis stalks the cicada. The yellow sparrow is behind.
In this forest, that devours people without leaving bones.
The unlucky story of dressing for others happens every day.
Domba's prestige was built upon countless corpses. No one dared set foot on his prey.
This is the confidence he has to sit firmly and hold the top seat.
I need a big fire.
But definitely not licking. Dongba's boiling oil pot. Domba's behavior reminded me.
Only strength is the foundation.
Now, Qi and blood are in a rising phase. You can't rely solely on medicinal cuisine like the burning of the body. He also had to buy some gentle herbs for daily life. Boil the soup and soak it in water. Does the shop have decent quality yam and licorice? Codenopsis. His shu wu is too precious.
Moreover, the medicine's properties are fierce.
The body is like a cauldron and furnace. Do not seek to ascend to heaven in a single step. The properties of medicine are weak and intense, and must not accept the appointment. Yet, it instead harms the foundation.
Chinese yam strengthens the spleen and nourishes the stomach. Licorice boosts qi and clears heat. It suits me best now to strengthen my foundation.
Nang, it is all over there. Pick for yourself.
Don't the shop have yam over 20 years old?
Or licorice from the same age is also fine.
Go, 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 go.
Do you know how much ODM and licorice cost? These medicines are potent enough.
You poor kid. Why care about herbs that are 20 years old? Can you even come up with silver? Could it be that you came to take the old man, just looking for fun?
Love or not.
Don't hold me back from doing business.
Damn it! You are really blind! This is the hero of Anning County, who has dealt with the Sanzuzhen disaster! Brother Lu Chenlu!
Not long ago, he did a charitable act to shield neighbors from disaster.
You deaf fool! Never heard of it! Yet dares to be so disrespectful! Go back to chop firewood!
Yes, yes, yes. The Easton family calmed their anger.
Brother Lu, please have a seat. The people below are not discerning. Please bear with me.
What are you standing there for?
Hurry up and get Lu on the field! Take out my pre-rain Longjing tea!
This is the benefit that fame brings. Anyone who has heard of my deeds, regardless of sincerity or falsehood, you have to give them some face.
Many thanks to the host.
The East House.
I want to ask your store if you have better quality yam and licorice. The effects of those medicines just now were probably a bit weak.
Boss, your Jishengtang storefront is spacious.
The location is good, but the boy was a bit puzzled. Why not bring in more high-quality medicines to put out? It also makes it easier for Si Shaozi to buy it for those in need, right?
Brother Lu, you have some idea. Running a pharmacy is a business.
It looks like they're opening doors to do business. Free buying and selling.
But in reality, it is not like you can just take whatever medicine you want.
Why is that? Buying and selling, coming and going. Isn't it the owner who should make the decisions yourself?
Rules are rules! After all!
The rules for the medicinal herb trade in Anning County.
It was already set long ago.
Brother Lu, think carefully.
Longji Ridge attracts a large number of people entering the mountains every day. The harvested good medicinal herbs were shipped out by truck. The merchants must bring it up.
The shop is cleaned and made from running the machine? Then sell them to the main city of the prefecture.
All this time! How many mouths have been fed? This is a mountain of gold, flowing with gold and silver. Such a large treasure bowl. How could no one not keep an eye on him? On the Tea-Horse Road, those nobles with far-reaching hands and eyes.
I came here years ago by the scent.
They became conflicted.
He formed a massive caravan. It has established a prestigious brand for Red Hat Shop. As soon as Tong Muxing and the others entered, directly and widely distributing silver coins, they offered a high purchase price for medicinal herbs, 20 to 30% above market value.
Gathering herbs, running mountains.
Who doesn't love shiny silver?
Naturally, they competed to capture the best mountain goods and made them red.
Okay. How about giving it to us local little pharmacies? What can we use to compete? Unable to compete on price. Unable to secure a supply through competition.
After less than 2 years,
Or obediently, sign a contract of servitude. Be a semicolon that reads others' moods.
Or they have to close the door for good.
Big fish eat small fish. First, the heavy force is used to oppose the right, controlling the source and sales channels.
leaving the opponent with no way out. When the opponent was on the verge of death, then they will be utterly wiped out. In the end, one family dominates.
One hand covers the sky.
A trade where no blade flashes is seen. The danger was in no way inferior to the fighting at Longji Ridge.
红毛松彻底做 crit scale and became a local ruler.
These rules are the laws they set in heaven.
Like my parasitic hall.
In those years, my bones were firm.
He did not sign a contract of servitude.
So now I can only receive some leftovers slipping through people's fingers.
There is no good medicine at all.
Daring to collect and sell. The next day, the shop could be smashed. I have to throw my bones into the Bojiao River to feed the fish.
Lu Gi, if you truly want to find good medicine,
better to go check out Hui Kontong.
Their young family is a favorite of Master Hong Mousing.
The whole Anning County. Only they could openly trade top quality medicines.
Many thanks to the host for resolving my doubts.
I have learned your lesson.
No wonder Hui Shuntang acts so recklessly, without restraint, forcing buyers and sellers.
Even the government office turned a blind eye. A single glance.
It turns out that behind them, standing on the red path, this towering tree that blocks out the sun.
Acting at the head of the dragon.
The water of Anning County. It is deeper than I imagined.
20 years old, Lao Yam top grade, licorice, will be 450 wen.
Ordinary medicinal herbs, weighing a dozen or so weights, only because the years have burned through, relying on her red hat to support her waist.
How dare they sell them at sky-high prices?
It is practically a blatant money grab.
Isn't this our newly hired Genshen Lang, Lu Chen, from Anning County, brother Lu? Today, I also came to help with Hui Kontang's business.
To have such skills at such a young age.
The future is limitless.
So, what do you think?
Are you interested in following me, brother? Guaranteed to make you live and enjoy the good food. You can pick and choose from the big goods at Longji Ridge.
Master Shui loved it so much. I am used to it. My skills are shallow. I fear I won't catch Lord Shui's eye. I only wish to gather some small medicinal herbs to fill my stomach, and dared not harbor any improper thoughts.
Since that is the case, I won't force it. Brother Lu's accounts are under my name, Shui. Consider it a small welcome gift from me as your older brother.
If I were to decline again now, even when wearing a familiar smile in public, with his fierce reputation for avenging even the slightest grievance, it will inevitably lead to a deadly grudge.
In this way, I am deeply grateful for the generous gifts bestowed by Xuanyuan.
I feel ashamed.
That is more like it.
Brother Lu, the sky over Longji Ridge. It will change soon. When the time comes, it'll be your brother, and I'll call the shots.
Those who understand the times are called outstanding talents. You only get one chance.
Oh my god.
The golden blade Dongba that was carried down last night was trapped at Longji Ridge.
It is not just him.
Under his command, most of those ruthless characters wielding swift blades were thrown into the battle.
I heard it was to repair the nest over the mountain peak, but something went wrong.
The entire army was annihilated. When Dong's father was carried down,
A huge blood hole in his chest.
Only half a breath of oily air remains.
He was sent to the clinic overnight.
Even a powerful figure like Dongba, who had been entrenched for years by the Golden Blade, was wiped out in a single day.
Within Longji Ridge, it truly was a deadly battle at every step.
The Grand Master of Lo. Please, think of another way.
As long as I can save my husband.
I am willing to give up all my family wealth.
Madame Dong is neither old nor frail. She saw death and did not save her.
Master Dong was poisoned by the poison of the king, Sealing King, which invaded his vital organs,
and inhaled the deadly poisonous miasma. The two streams of poison had completely invaded the heart meridian source.
The poison seeps to the bone.
Is there really nothing we can do?
There is actually another way.
If you can find a plant over 100 years old, 嚼学kao, with good condition, taking its essence, perhaps there is a glimmer of hope for survival.
Teaching snowgrass. Does Huichenhao have such an item? No matter how much silver it costs.
I'll buy them all.
100 years of teaching cursive are rare. Rare and rare in the world. Huichenhao may not have one.
Even if there is,
they probably wouldn't sell you such a life-saving divine medicine.
Master Shui.
The news is countless truths and uncertainties. That old Dongba was defeated by Hyphen Jie.
When carried into the Miaoshu Medical Hall, his whole body was purple, black, like rotten flesh.
Only half a breath of life left! Hanging on!
What? Half breath. I think it is just one dead person. That is the poison of being crowned king. Plus, the century. Old poison stuff.
Even immortals would be hard to save.
If Dongba died on the spot, naturally, all things come to peace. But if he still clings to that half-breath, his gang of bloodshot swordsmen, and his wife, as beautiful as a flower, he wouldn't easily accept his fate.
Master Shui is wise.
But even if he was tough,
holding out for a while,
and definitely a useless person, his patrol team would disband. It was only a matter of time. Those territories have access to the mountains, and the mountains of gold and silver he had accumulated.
That is right, Master Shu.
I heard that Mrs. Dong is a famous beauty in Anning County.
In the past, there was Dongba guarding this fierce tiger.
No one dared to look too much.
Now, Master Shu, you are now the undisputed leader of Longji Ridge. This character.
What should you belong to?
Dongba was a man on the verge of death. How could he possibly be worthy?
Territory.
Connections and money are naturally good things.
As for the beauty,
the rule of Longji Ridge has always been that the winner takes all. And the defeated become bandits.
Good things.
Naturally, it belongs to the strongest to enjoy.
Just wait.
When Dongba was completely dead, my subordinates scatter like birds. I can take everything he has without bloodshed. By then, the top seat of Longji Ridge. It is time for a change.
I heard that Dong's dad's team ran into a tough opponent. In the cave of the mountain peak, a spirit king snake was raised, the thickness of the millstone disc.
Scales and armor are impervious to blades and spears.
The poison it spits can dissolve evolved iron.
Isn't that right? Several skilled mountain patrol members were crushed.
If it weren't for the loyal followers risking their lives to snatch Dongba out,
there wasn't even a bone fragment left by now.
This matter is full of sinister intent. Someone saw the people from Shui Chao in Dongba. They also wandered around the area before entering the mountain.
Dongba's advance was just stingy. A few of his capable officers immediately turned their heads.
Under Shui Cao's guidance.
Climbing up! Stepping on Dongba's corpse!
薛超是豺狼 wolf and jackal. Dongba is a fierce tiger. The biting and rotation are nothing more than fierce beasts fighting for territory.
Who lives and who dies? What does it have to do with me?
Medicinal cuisine nourishes them.
Focusing solely on polishing and polishing, his vital energy and blood grew even more vigorous.
Calculating the expenses, it was time to enter the mountains again. The little one had cultivated some spiritual energy these past few days. I have to give you a name. Even a little white and a wealthy man aren't worthy of your cleverness.
You want me to take you into the mountains with you.
The herbalists of Longji Ridge have a tradition of raising Songshan dogs. If you truly want to follow me through the deep mountains and forests, crossing perilous rapids and poisonous miasma, from now on, we'll rely on each other. How about it?
All right.
Then, it is settled.
还没给你起名呢 yet.
Straightforward. I'll just call you Xiaoxian.
This trip into the mountains was just to gather some ordinary medicinal herbs to fill the household expenses.
Stability is best.
Run. Xiaoshan. He stood up. To the west, the terrain at Deishanao is gentle and gentle. The trees in the forest stand sparsely in pairs. Sunshine is perfect for picking ordinary herbs.
The mountain has its master.
The forest has its boundaries. If it weren't for the identity of this mountain wolf, crossing this boundary marker, this is the crime of being imprisoned and exiled. Black and red intertwined. Death energy arising from the disaster of bloodshed. Even in the area near the outer dragon tail is by no means a good place.
That great calamity will not go there.
The lesser heaven.
Let's go take a look.
Breaking through to the realm of blood nourishment, his internal chi and blood surged endlessly. Not only is his strength enduring, even the cost of activating the heavenly eye was greatly reduced. No longer the previous fatigue and drowsiness.
A bountiful harvest.
Laohu River, named after Huang Jing. Immortal armor is like a fine lineage. Ordinary gathering. It must be steamed and dried for a long time, and to withdraw their resources and rebellion.
Legend has it that ancient cultivators often used this as a sign of great luck in their fasting practice.
This is a great tool for strengthening the foundation and nurturing the body.
50 years. 80 years.
Looking at the shape of the branches and leaves, it turned out to be 100-year-old medicine.
How could she have such a good child?
And so orderly. When events are abnormal, there must be something ominous. What exactly is hidden deep within this cliff? $500 years.
This is definitely a 500-year-old rare treasure.
Getting rich.
Now I've really struck it rich.
Only this one tree.
Not to mention buying a blue brick mansion with a yard.
Even buying the 3 mansions in the most prosperous plot of Anning County would be more than enough.
Poor.
Having become a spirit. Begging for mercy.
You want to beg me to let you go?
Don't dig you out.
Right.
A single fine medicinal plant, able to dodge the herbalist's sickle, avoiding the fangs of wild beasts in the mountains, enduring a full 500 years of spring and autumn transformation. It can truly be called a masterpiece of nature. He possesses only 500 years of cultivation, yet I am powerless to protect myself. His survival until now was entirely due to luck in the mountains to gather herbs.
Take 7 or 8.
If Liu Er and Sen were to act, how could there be the matter of draining the pond to fish? This is the path to self-awareness, and exhaust all the blessings and retributions.
Gold and silver mountains can be earned slowly through skill.
Sooner or later, I will be able to afford a big house.
But if it's for the wealth in front of you,
cut off the spirituality that you have cultivated for 500 years.
That is really a loss of conscience. Lost the blessing.
Okay.
I won't dig you out. Just leave.
You want me to go there? Is there any good stuff there?
Okay, I understand. Thank you for your advice. I'll definitely go over and have a look later. I picked them all. You can't let me bury it back again, can you?
Dig another one.
Make up a series of 18 items.
The mountain temple. In the steep mountain and old forest, filled with miasma.
Why is there a temple?
A temple is built on a barren mountain. It must be known as the official butterfly pattern, or the financial resources of the fragrant gentry. Deep in Zhenlong Jiling.
Off the beaten track.
See how wonderful this is. There must be medicine that cannot be prescribed for the intestinal tract. There is no evil spirit. It seems that the little golden man did not mean to deceive me. I will not enter the temple alone. The two of them don't watch the scenery. A solitary temple on a barren mountain is the easiest place to hide ghosts and monsters. I went in alone. Insufficient yang energy. It is easy to be confused. Yes. I am not alone now.
Be careful going in.
Find anything wrong?
Turn around and run. Don't be brave.
It seems there is something good hidden inside.
Go!
I don't know which deity this is worshipping.
Grandpa said,
go to the temple and burn incense. Not for profit. It's actually a pure heart, regardless of the size of the temple.
Once you enter this door,
be respectful. The boy Lu Chen accidentally entered the temple, disturbing the god.
Don't expect forgiveness.
May the gods bless you.
The essence of earth. Energy. Good luck.
Good guy. Liu Zi.
This is your home that is paid for gold. These are hundreds of years old.
Oh, excellent condition. The medicinal properties are pure. These 100-year, old Huangjing, ordinary righteous masters will only waste natural resources. Go and prepare 去准备 blood. It should be prepared using the ancient method of 9 steaming and 9 drying. No step should be taken carelessly. Grandpa of the world, this ancient method takes at least 7 days. After the processing is completed, then judge the price based on quality. I will never lose you. It is almost noon. Stay and eat in the back hall.
Thank you, Master.
The master is Fan.
黄金者, the essence of the earth. Eat its essence, can strengthen ki and blood. Replenish the foundation. You've been practicing so hard these days. Use this medicinal power completely for your own use. Don't waste this nourishment.
What a fierce energy!
Immortal surplus food is indeed well deserved. I have only been chewing for a few days, and the golden roots are. The speed of chi and blood growth is so fast. I dress up too quickly. I can no longer wear these old clothes. Now I have a huge sum of money in gold.
It's time to get yourself a well-fitting and sturdy outfit.
By the way, I am planning to buy a house.
Mr. Shen, that batch of century-old gold in the shop. Deduct the transportation fee. What fell into my hands was at least 300 taels. A house with a yard on the edge of the inner city. Those in poorer locations have to pay more than 100 taels. If the location is good, I am afraid it will cost 350 taels. Plus, the dental shop's commission. It is still a little tight, maybe. If it's not enough, save more. Or next time you go into the mountains.
Another good win.
I have several hundred taels of silver in hand. The confidence is different.
Ouch! Isn't this Brother Lu who has made great contributions to our Anning County in addition to the three-legged god?
Rare guest. Rare guest.
Come inside quickly. What kind of clothes do you want to see? We've got some new batches of good ingredients here. Breathable and firm. There are also ready-made clothes. They are all the work of old masters.
This piece of fine cotton padded with blue is used as a robe. That piece of moon. White soft cotton is used as the lining of the middle coat. Pair it with a sturdy cowhide belt and a pair of blue cloth shoes with 1,000-layer soles.
Good vision.
The cyan color of this pad is the most wear-resistant. Moon white is close, fitting and breathable. Please try it inside to see if it fits.
This is my brother Lu.
Look at this dress.
Simply tailor. Made for you. With this bearing, walking on the street. If you say you are from the Zhou Mansion, everyone will believe you.
Mrs. Shui Dong's handprints were pressed in black and white on the white paper. This is an IOU owed by your Dongba himself. I owe you the good ginseng and Ganoderma life, saving medicine from Hui Chun Tang. A full 300 taels of snowflake silver. Now Dongba seems to be in trouble.
This debt must be repaid, right, Xu Chao?
You don't want to spit on anyone. My husband is upright and upright. I have never owed such an IOU made out of nothing.
This fingerprint must have been pressed by you while he was unconscious.
Fart.
The personal and material evidence are all in the hands of the government officials. Even in judgment, I have to win the case. If you can't come up with the silver today, so they obediently sell the house and take the land deed to pay off the debt. When the time comes, orphans and widows will be left homeless. Do not blame me, Shui, for being heartless.
Speak softly. What house?
It was clearly Shui Chao, and seeing Dongba no longer doing. If you want to have an extinct family,
Dongba cut the territory and business entirely under Shui Chao's control.
Now even the last home where he would settle down was about to be taken.
These wolves run rampant. The weather at Yongjiling has completely changed.
Taking advantage of your weakness, I am trying to kill you.
This world has lost the wealth protected by power. It is a deadly poison.
The trees stand out in the forest. The wind will surely break it.
Dongba and his fierce tigers.
And still ended up at the mercy of others. If I rely on some mere reputation to parade through the streets with flair, sooner or later, it was a dead end. Xue Chao此人笑里藏刀，会smile, hides a dagger. He is by no means a good person. The Song Dynasty followers once said, Dongba and Xue Chao and their kind were able to proclaim themselves kings and rise to supremacy at Longji Ridge. Many years ago, he had perfected his inner form. The whole body's vital energy and blood.
Dense and condensed like a dream.
Only one step away from the door. And can step into the organs. And established the reputation of a martial master. Secure oneself and establish one's destiny.
Sounds easy.
It is as hard as climbing to the sky.
Without enough strength to protect them. No matter how great your skills, it is just a child's experience walking through the bustling city, only to provoke wolves and jackals. A message, 懂吧的. The downfall is a painful lesson from the past. In another 10 days or half a month, your vital energy and blood can reach a new level.
By then,
you can try to break through the inner layers.
Ha! Fragrant pork. Boil it 3 times. Immortals cannot stand firm. It is a pity you don't drink. Kid, this feeling wouldn't be exchanged even for a god.
As long as the imperial uncle eats well and drinks well, that is enough. I drink tea as thoroughly as I do. When Grandpa was alive, he loved to tease me with dipping his chopsticks in soju. That feeling of being served with steamy food is still unforgettable to this day. Later, he sought survival alone. Yet, scarcity is still difficult. Where would you have spare money to get involved in such a business?
The fire dragon brings a few kinds of unpeaceful blessings. My business in the back market is doing very well. Going up and down the mountain 2 or 3 times a day. He made a lot of silver. But speaking of which,
you've been really in the spotlight lately. Kid,
and was appointed under Master Shen. He went into the body-burning hall to temper his muscles and bones. I noticed his body was much sturdier than before. His eyes grew brighter.
The imperial uncle flatters you. It was just a matter of seeking a place to settle down and survive.
I dare not talk about success.
A young and arrogant assistant. And a pot of warm yellow wine.
If you want to sink,
this yellow wine is rich and mellow, not a prickly throat. Try it.
Living in this world is just too bitter.
Rising early and eager for the night. Licking blood at the edge of the blade. No such thing. Just a bit numb. Better to get him drunk to his heart's content.
Young man,
listen to Uncle's single word of advice.
Be extremely careful of the ghost hand Shui Qiao. He was thinking about intimidating all the Zhenshan Wolf patrol teams in Longji Ridge, firmly establishing himself as the top leader.
Remember, never be foolish.
Don't go against him.
Separate the head. That guy's heart is as venomous as a snake. Ruthless and ruthless in his methods. Right now, he needed a heavy, conspicuous target to assert his authority. Do you understand what I mean?
Shui Qiao sought to establish his authority, and recently, my reputation has soared.
Holding the copper bell of the county office in his hand, and with Master Shen backed by him, he was practically the most conspicuous sitting duck in the Dragon Spine Order.
Many thanks to the Imperial Uncle for your guidance.
Kid, remember.
Master Xu, you are truly amazing. That old Dongbao was hiding in the mountains, like Guo Mountain. Once you take action, victory is effortless. The Wind King of Guoshan is like an eel in front of your ghost hand. Brothers, following you is truly a blessing for our ancestors.
Exactly. Master Xu is mighty.
The #1 seed at Longji Ridge belongs to none other than you.
From now on, the big fish in these mountains will all be meeting your bowl. The brothers followed Master Xu. It really is a life of luxury. Some wear gold and carry silver, enjoying endless wealth and honor.
Shui.
Master Shui, I toast you from now on, with mountains of blades and seas of fire.
You put it well.
Brothers, follow me, and Shui will definitely make you live and enjoy the good food.
No worries about food or clothing. Silver women and women are never lacking.
From now on, Long Jialing will be our brother's treasure trove.
Ha.
Tonight, neither is noble nor is it noble.
Ha. Then, he drank.
I can still drink 10 bowls. Scholar, please rest. Brothers, go ahead and keep having fun. 1.
Worthless goods. Only fit to be a mouse. Jia managed affairs. Long wait.
Brother Shui is skillful. Those poisonous fangs that had nestled over the mountain peaks were of excellent quality. Its poison is fierce and potent. The owner was very pleased to see this. This time, it solved a pressing crisis. The auditing can be delayed a bit longer.
Taking a break is a good thing. But if you truly want to win the favor of your employer, let him look up to you a little.
Relying solely on this nest of mountain winds,
I am afraid it is still not substantial enough.
My brother saw clearly. The owner has a huge appetite.
I know.
By the way, Manager A, the matter I asked you to handle last time, when will those 20 apprentices arrive?
Brother Xu.
Why do you need so many apprentices at once? At Huichun Hall, she buys and trains. The money and effort these apprentices spend are no small sum. They're fatal events, indeed, death sentences. But it also can't be like the wild grass by the roadside. He casually used it to fill mountain ravines.
The people you borrowed, one after another.
How many have come back completely empty-handed?
Supervisor A is overthinking it. This time, we want to search for a treasure trove.
The territory is vast.
The miasma is heavy, and the paths are numerous. Manual labor is needed to spread out and scout the way. Naturally, more people need to be employed.
Rest assured.
This time, I personally led the team. I will definitely be extra careful.
Jia managed affairs.
Dongba was about to swallow his anger.
After enduring for a few more days, when he kicked his leg. This Longji Ridge is under my control. Shui Chao. By then, all the routes into the mountains, all the bulk supply sources, all in my hands, as long as this trip succeeds. Let me get another Earth, shattering big product. Those who were still watching, and the mountain wolf naturally accepted it wholeheartedly, and look up to only my horse's head.
By then, you and I are brothers here in Anning County. He was no longer a manager or leader who relied on others for blood.
We are the true #1 boss, who can command the winds and rains. Maybe by then, he'll have to count on us, and we won't dare show weakness anymore. Commanding at will? Like a lackey.
Shedding the status of a servant. Even the employer had to rely on him. The prospect is too tempting.
Brother Xu.
You've been quite active lately. Again, he asked me for a large number of apprentices. Once again, they quietly recruited bricklayers and carpenters outside the city, and scattered several hundred taels of snowflake silver.
What exactly are you plotting?
Manager Jaya was anxious and couldn't handle hot tofu. This was a tremendous stroke of luck. Just prepare all the people for me. When I have become a dust settled, naturally, he will tell you this extraordinary fortune in its entirety.
The miasma witnessed by the ghost nest is as ferocious as a living creature. If I, this dog, protect the heart vessel, step into it, and you are on a dead end. Xiaotian Mocho was a living creature in the forest.
Look!
Within the yin, there is a calamity. Huayin grass, which has survived countless times, and has been well built, right in this place where the evil energy is strongest. A favor, once every 100 years.
Secretly killing the robbers along the path.
This trip achieved its goals and far exceeded expectations. While night still lingers, quickly descend the mountain.
What is dragon blood grass?
Master Shen's demon scripture records,
born in the land of extreme metal and extreme calamity,
absorbing the mutations of the Yang Dragon Qi, able to cure all poisons, shaving feathers, and washing chickens, living the flesh of the dead, white bones and golden blades. Dongba was lying in the clinic, waiting to die. This dragon blood grass was his only chance to survive. If they took it, how much gold could the Dong family possibly get? Silver Mountain.
This thing is 10 times more terrifying than the 3-legged horse I killed before.
I am absolutely no match. Whether Dongba lived or died, what does it have to do with me? No matter how much silver there is, you also need to spend your life. The 8 diseases in the East have reached their deepest incursions.
Shui Chao's wolf will surely bear its fangs. As long as they can't mess with me for now.
Madam Dong,
You'd better make plans early. I am afraid your young master will have a hard time making it through tonight. Even the life-extending soup made from that 100-year-old body, it couldn't dampen his relaxed spirit. The little anger in one's heart. Once it dissipates, even immortals would find it hard to save him.
Dr. Liu, is there really no way at all?
these days.
Xue Chao pressed forward step by step. His ruffians and scoundrels came to provoke trouble every day, smashing things, using filthy language. He managed to turn a perfectly good home into chaos.
The lady.
Then Shui Cao is a wolf whose head can't be fed. He coveted Master Dong's legacy. We will not rest until we achieve our goal. If Master Dong really has some trouble, he was probably going to do something utterly insane.
It is over!
Master Dong, as soon as Ji left.
Long Jialing truly became Shui Chao's domain. That scoundrel Shui Cao is as venomous as a venomous scorpion. We used to follow Brother Dong. He had many fights with his people. The grudges that had formed were all over the place. He is now powerful.
Moreover, even the slightest grudge must be avenged.
I am afraid the few of us have no way out.
Song Biao from the Burning Shrine and Song followers came to visit. She specifically requested to see Madame Dong.
The mourning hall had not yet been set up. The coffins and altar cases were not yet fully prepared. Instructor Song, hurry over right away.
Song Biao was a master among the Inner Banner ministers, and my husband and I have never had any friendship. Coming late at night.
Could it be that they have come to kick someone when they're down?
Blood and blood. With Shui Cao.
Instructor Song and the others were still ill.
The lady grieved deeply.
This is not the time to gain guests.
And still requested to stay. Song Biao.
What are you here for?
Block me.
Now you are blocking Grandpa's way. After a short while, I fear you will kneel on the ground,
crying and shouting, begging Grandpa, I'll go in!
Song Biao.
You were sworn and burned in vain.
Who doesn't know? The head of the 7 halls was a man of integrity and integrity.
As his prized disciple,
yet he colluded with Shui Chao and the wolves of the same faction.
Before Master Dong kicked him when he was down, he really wasn't worthy to be the disciple of the 7th Hall's master.
Xue Chao snorted. It is just a clever Shiba Inu.
How can you be worthy of colluding with me, Song Biao?
What does he think he is? Sigh.
The Song scholars arrived late at night. May I ask what advice you have?
That Liu official Dongba still hadn't taken his last breath. Then there is still hope. The Liu nobleman Dongba died. If you haven't swallowed it yet, your last breath.
Then there is still hope.
Song Jiaotui, Dong Yanming's life hangs by a thread. The mountain wind and miasma have long since seeped into my bones,
entwined around the heart, vessels.
The old and old exhaust all I have learned, can only be delayed.
Even if there is a miraculous medicine, it is also difficult to dispel the poisonous and murderous energy entrenched in the heart meridian.
Unless it is the ultimate yang breaking the ultimate yin. Dragon blood grass that can revive human flesh and bones.
Dragon blood grass grows in extreme places. In places of extreme yin and calamity.
A once-in-a-century opportunity, when Master Dong was at his peak and possessed all the power of the mountain wolf.
It might not be possible to find even a trace.
Song Jiao Tu.
I beg you to save my husband!
As long as you grant me dragon snow grass.
I wish to scatter my entire family. I sold off all his land, property, and residences.
Without uttering any complaints.
Does the Song cult of the dragon blood grass really possess such a divine artifact?
If Master Dong dies,
Shui Chao will surely use us to establish his authority. Fighting Instructor Song! Just now, we were blind and blind.
Uttering wild words.
I beg you, sir, to be magnanimous, saving Master Dong's life. We are willing to be oxen and horses.
To repay great kindness.
Why should I be honored? You have asked the wrong person.
Brother Lu.
He is your true benefactor.
At such a young age,
He was actually able to gather the legendary dragon blood grass, guarded by fierce spirits.
Coach Song, are you messing with us? That haunted place, deep within Longxi Ridge, none of us dare to set foot lightly. He was a half-grown kid.
Brother Lu.
Looks like we're just being overly self-centered. The Dong family is a prominent household. If you don't trust our meager abilities,
fine.
Since they don't believe you, there is no need for you to get involved in this mess.
All right.
Brother Lu asked to stay.
As long as you can save my husband.
Both of you have shown great kindness and virtue, and I will never be close without money.
As long as you two ask, I have absolutely no objections!
If Brother Lu can save Master Dong in times of danger,
from now on,
we brothers are at your command. Mountains ablaze and seas afire!
There was absolutely no disagreement.
I didn't step on the dragon blood grass.
But I know the exact whereabouts of the dragon blood grass. If Madame Dong truly wishes to save your son, Ju, we must send out a few truly skilled players. Plus, Instructor Song personally led the line. Together, they ventured into the mountains. Only then could he have a slim chance to bring back the dragon blood grass.
Master Xue's Miaoshu Medical Hall received the confirmed news. 董爸那口气 anger. And there was no way to endure. But just before dawn tonight, death is certain.
All right, die well.
Without Dongba, the sickly tiger,
who, in Anning County, is still capable of outshining me, Shui Chao. From now on, Longji Ridge will be a treasure trove for us, brothers.
All the rules set by his father Dong were nullified. From now on, the riches of these mountains.
Everything must be divided according to my rules, Xue Chao.
Someone.
Brothers at level 9. Come with me to the Skilled Hands Medical Hall to collect the debt.